Aztec is a proud team sponsor for Yankton High School baseball. And Midwest Insurance Agency. See Travis and Whitney Devine at Midwest Insurance for your farm, home, and auto insurance needs. Call today to set up an appointment. Avera, moving health forward. And One Office Solution, the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. One Office Solution is located next to Pizza Ranch on Broadway in Yankton. You're fans of the game, brought to you by Triple Time Rudy's. Whether you are traveling to a home or away game, be sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's, located at 1606 Broadway Avenue. And our umpires of the game, they're brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the diamond. And finally, we will have your starting lineups right as we come back from one last break here at Riverside Field. Brayden Butler will have those for you. We're moments away from first pitch and Class A doubleheader action here in Yankton on KYNT and KYNT TV.
The family is getting in the vehicle, going to the Yankton game.
Everyone is decked out in Yankton red, but wait, little Josh has on green.
Oh no, are we playing Pier?
They'd better stop at JJ Benji's to right that wrong.
JJ Benji's is stocked with Yankton and Mount Marty fan gear in a variety of sizes and styles.
For Bucks, Gazelles, and Lancer fan gear,
you can count on JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street, Yankton. They make you look good.
I am Juan Francisco Duarte, and basketball allows me to show my adventurous spirit. Right after graduating Mount Marty, I was selected to be part of the national basketball team for Colombia. Here, I think, is a great opportunity for me to expand, grow, and also help others to adventure in their journey.
Show your spirit at Mount Marty University and schedule a tour today at showyourspiritmmu.com.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Did you know Sherco offers more than egg tarps? As an industry leader in construction, waste, and flatbed tarping systems, Sherco offers manual and electric tarp systems for not only grain trailers and grain carts, but also side dumps, end dumps, belly dumps, roll-offs, flatbeds, and more. To learn more, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us at Sherco.com. Demand the best, demand Sherco.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name.
Marty, I was
and get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411.
Gardening and spring cleaning can give your body a workout, but with the bending, reaching, twisting, and pulling, your body may not be ready. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlandson from First Chiropractic Centers. To make spring cleaning and gardening less painful, it's important to prepare your body for these activities. Our team of doctors and staff focus not only on pain relief, but also address the underlying causes, such as muscular imbalances, proper techniques, and lack of conditioning. Visit firstchiropracticcenter.com, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
All right, and welcome back to Riverside Field. Bryce Ladwig, Brayden Butler here, and we have our starting lineups, and they're brought to you by First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time. Go ahead, Brayden.
Looking out in the field for the Bucks, how they will line up. In left field will be Frankie Intveld. In center, Austin Goebel. And out in right will be Evan Sirk. Around the horn in the diamond, Owen Wishon at third, Lucas Kamshoff at short, Tate Bestie at second, and Trey Sager on first. Your battery today will be Gavin Johnson behind the plate and Mark Cottle on the mound. Your batting order for Sioux Falls, Washington: Tyler Pankinen will lead off. He'll be playing left field. Will be followed by Caden Sporer in center, and Brecken Beitler, the pitcher, also hitting for himself today, batting third. Caleb Booman, the catcher, in the fourth spot. Dylan Bark batting fifth and playing short. Jacob Cruz batting sixth and playing first. Tyler Barnhart batting 7th and playing 3rd. Tommy Boyum in the 8-hole playing second base, batting in the 8-hole. And Jack Jacobson in right field rounds out the order in the 9 spot. There is Tyler Pankinen leading off.
All right, thank you, Brayden. Tyler Pankinen and Mark Cottle squaring off first time here. First pitch is fouled off to right. First pitch temperature here, 67 degrees. Winds coming from the west around 18 miles per hour. And your first pitch is brought to you by Lewis and Clark Ford. Lewis and Clark Ford is a proud sponsor of Yankton Athletics. Visit them at 4th and Capitol in Yankton or at lewisandclarkford.com. The 0-1. This one fouled again. Very similar location. Count now 0-2 to Pankinen.
Couple foul balls down the first base line. I think they both ended up by those bleachers that are near the first base bullpen. So exactly like you said, basically the same location.
And the 0-2 will be fouled to the other side of Bob Tereshinski Stadium at Riverside Field. The count remains 0-2.
Yeah, Pankinen was a little late getting the head of the batter on the first 2 foul balls and maybe jumped the gun a little too much there, trying to balance it out and pulled it down the left field out of play.
0-2, number 2 is a ball spiked in the dirt opposite batter's box. 1-2 count.
Mark Cottle said, "You're not fouling this one off."
Try.
If you get a foul tip here, it was fate.
The 1-2 from Cottle. And pitch called low. It's a 2-2 count now. John Thayer behind the plate here today.
Trying to work that outer half. You can see shading that way almost constantly is Gavin Johnson. He's got that right foot outside of the catcher's box.
2-2, chopper over to short. Cam Schaff waits for it and fires a missile over to first and is brought in. That's one away. Trey Sager over there at first.
Showing some speed there early on for Pankinen out of the 1 hole. He almost beat that out to first, which is tough to do when it's Cam Schaff at short.
Caden Sporer for Sioux Falls, Washington. Another right-handed bat. Center fielder for the Warriors.
We got Sporer here, and we got the pitcher Butler on deck, and that's the 3-batter minimum here for the Warriors.
Pitch misses low and away. It's a 1-0 count to open.
We talked about the key for the Bucks with their bats is getting it going early. The same goes for Washington.
And the 1-0 is lifted up in just foul territory. Trey Sager battles the sun and brings it in for out number 2. So pop out to first.
It's one of the few times you're going to win a battle against the sun there, Trey Sager.
And that brings up Brayden Butler. At least the PA pronunciation was.
I'll trust him.
I'm going to go with my gut. Maybe I misheard him, Brayden. It might be Butler. Until I am corrected, it's going to be Butler. So 0-1 as he fouls this one toward the Yankton dugout. And now Cottle delivers and a soft grounder over to second. Tate Bestie has to move to his left, gloves it, fires it over to Trey Sager for the 3rd out. So a 4-3 put out. And the Warriors go 1, 2, 3. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base as we go to the bottom half of inning number 1. Still no score. Yankton bats coming up here on KYNT, KYNT-TV.
Larry's is more than heating and cooling. This is Miles. Let's start with fireplaces. Our showroom in Yankton is the largest and has many different styles of gas fireplaces. Next is duct cleaning. You'll be amazed at how much dust and dirt we pull out of your ducts. That leads into indoor air quality. With high-tech UV lighting, your indoor air will be the cleanest it can be. Or with a humidifier, we can control your entire home's humidity. While we're the best around for heating and cooling, we're pretty great at some other things too. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
Are you ready for a hydration revolution? Introducing Ghost Hydration, the ultimate drink to keep you feeling refreshed and revitalized. It's packed with a unique blend of electrolytes and vitamins, giving you the perfect balance to conquer your day. And its variety of mouth-watering flavors will make your taste buds dance with joy. Hitting the gym, going on an adventure, or just need to pick me up? Ghost Hydration has your back. Experience the hydration revolution for yourself. Stay refreshed. Stay revitalized, stay ghostly hydrated with Ghost Hydration.
All right, the return of Austin Goebel to the lineup. He's been missing from the last couple of games due to track and field commitments, but he is here and he's leading off for Yankton, the left-handed bat.
Goebel's got a lot of speed. He's one of the fastest guys in Class AA in the 100-meter dash. So got to get your times in, got to qualify for that state tournament, get good seeding, and he's done that very well this year.
And you went over his stat line in pregame, very high up in most categories for the Bucks.
He's currently third in batting average at 367 as he takes strike one there, and he is second in steals with 7. He hasn't been caught stealing this season yet either. And all that in only 10 games played out of what I believe is 17 this year for the Bucks, or close to it.
The 1-1 count from Butler, curveball in there for his strike. It's a 1-2 count. Had a very late kind of break on it, kind of a swooping curve.
And you can see even Goebel in the box there was shaking his head after that one, where it did just duck in at the end to catch that in just at the outside part of the plate.
And chopper back to the backstop.
We talked about Pankinen and how he almost beat out the throw from Kamshoff in the first inning for Washington. Goebel's the kind of guy that can beat out something if he gets it in the right spot in the infield. Got to keep on your toes if you're an infielder with Goebel at the plate.
And the 1-2 misses inside and gets Goebel to jump out of the batter's box. 2-2 count. And the 2-2 from Butler. Goebel sends this one toward the street. And off of the pavement. Luckily, no car was driving.
It landed up just outside of the fence of the softball diamond here that's also at Riverside.
Watch it be that guy from that first game. And the 2-2 in there. It's a fastball, and swinging through is Austin Goebel, set down on strikes. And that will bring up the number 1 bat, arguably in the, or at least one of the top 2 bats, arguably in the Yankton lineup, and a Mount Marty commit, Lucas Kamshoff.
479 batting average, a 536 on base, 1.265 OPS, 729 slugging, 23 hits, 10 of them for extra bases, 10 RBI, which is second most on the team, 18 runs scored, which is the most on the team. Yeah, this is one of the top guys, not only in this Bucks lineup, but in the entire state.
Takes a strike, opening up the at-bat, and the 0-1 misses high and outside. It's a 1-1 count to Kamshoff.
Kamshoff, no slouch on the base paths either. He's got 5 steals this season, which just behind Goebel and Tate Bestie, who are tied for second.
1-1 curveball misses just a bit inside. It's a 2-1 count. I went to his Mount Marty signing, and we were talking, and you know, he'll admit that he's still, by his standards, still trying to get back in shape, you know, cardio-wise. As obviously had the off-season surgery and can't really do much when you have surgery, so he's still trying to get himself back into peak form. But he's playing the field again. He's looking good, and it's really nice to see. The 2-2 now to Butler, from Butler. Misses outside, brings the count full to Kamshoff.
A lot of that, too, like, you got the physical getting back in shape. You got into the mental playing shape as well, trusting yourself and your body out there in the field. That's something that everybody struggles with, whether they talk about it or not, so it's good to see him back out here.
And the 3-2 is sent deep out toward left, and I mean deep, and I mean over the fence. Lucas Kamshoff will round the bases here at Riverside Field. Now ties Matthew Sheldon for most home runs on the team. And that one just now landed, Brayden, I'm pretty sure, as it's going to find its way to the river.
Actually, a car just pulled up over there to find that baseball, I think.
Souvenir from the one and only Lucas Kamshoff. As he touches helmets with Matthew Sheldon as he crosses home plate, Yankton has a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first.
When we got here today, Bryce, a little peek behind the curtain to the fans listening at home, we discussed the wind, and we said we don't think many home runs, if any, are going to get hit today. They have to be out to left field. Matthew Sheldon immediately sends one out to left field for a base hit there.
Yeah, Matthew Sheldon doesn't give us time to give his stat line. We'll get him next time.
We'll get you next time, Matthew Sheldon, but the numbers are going up. So you can have that one, I guess.
So Matthew Sheldon with the single. Now he's on first. That brings up Owen Wishon.
It was just something that was still funny, getting back to the point of we didn't think there'd be many home runs today with the wind, how fierce it was, and Kamshoff immediately made us eat our words. But Wishon at the plate takes the first pitch outside. But looking at him on the season, he's got a .359 batting average in 47 plate appearances, 14 hits, which is third most on the team. He's also got 10 RBI and 5 walks, both of those second most on the team.
Breaking ball misses high. It's a 2-0 count now to Wishon.
Owen Wishon covered Mount Marty baseball this past weekend, and his brother Ethan only called Ethan Owen twice. Try not to do the same the other way.
And Sheldon takes off. The throw down to second will not be in time. It's a stolen base for Matthew Sheldon. And the 3-0 called strike. Washawn was taking. It's a 3-1 count. How many stolen bases now is that for Sheldon?
Sheldon right there. Now that that would be his 5th steal of the season, which ties him with Sam Goki and Owen Washawn and Lucas Kamshaw.
Washawn takes a strike on the outside. Shakes his head now. We'll bury back in. Here we go. The full count. And Washawn hits this one out toward left, deep out toward left, and off the fence. And that will score Sheldon as he'll round third. Washawn digs for 2. He's there standing. An RBI double for Owen Washawn. Yankton getting started early here with the bats.
Talked about in the pregame they needed to do it, and they have come out swinging. And that RBI by Owen Washawn, I believe puts him outright in second place for RBIs on the team. Yeah, that ties Lucas Kamshaw. Kamshaw's home run still gets him an RBI, so they're tied at 11 again.
And they'll bring up Tate Bestie.
Tate Bestie on the season has 41 plate appearances, just under a 275 batting average, 390 on base, 9 hits, 4 of them for extra bases, and 6 RBI.
Tate Bestie at second for Yankton today. Takes a strike, 0-1. Now Butler. Curveball, and having to go find it is Buman. If Gavin Johnson was catching for Washington, that would be impressive.
He spent so much time behind the plate, and he just it's like a
full-time quarterback.
I'll explain later, yeah.
All right, this one hit out toward right, and it drops in front of the right fielder, Jacobson, and that will advance Owen Washawn from second to third. So a base hit for Tate Bestie, and look at these Yankton bats go. They're being aggressive. We mentioned it, and you even recalled what we said in the pregame about getting started early. It's not just getting the results, Brayden. It's also just how aggressive they are in doing so.
And it's the only out so far is Goebel in the leadoff spot with that strikeout, and he was still aggressive at the plate, just couldn't find a piece on that final swing. So they're coming out swinging, and they're coming out swinging well for the Bucks as Tate Bestie takes second base there on a steal.
So he steals second, as you mentioned. Now both runners in scoring position for Yankton, just one away. Evan Cirk at the plate as he fouls this one back into the net. Count is 0-2. Another Yankton player returning to the lineup after some track and field endeavors.
Yeah, he only has 9 games played this season, missing time with track and field obligations. But in 23 plate appearances, he's got 300 batting average, 741 OPS, a 391 on base. I can't even get through these guys' stat lines. They're coming up and swinging the bat.
Cirk muscles this one out towards center field. It is caught out by Sporer, but that will be enough to score Owen Washawn from third, and then advancing from second to third is Tate Bestie. Yankton leads 3-0 here in the bottom of the first, 2 away. Yeah, you're right. You're getting like halfway through the stats, and they're knocking them home.
Let's speed run Frankie Entveld. 514 on base percentage, 11 walks drawn, 1 stolen base when he's on the base paths, 6 runs scored, and an RBI.
Frankie the Monster Entveld, as he became known at football, takes the ball on the outside, 1-0.
He's leading the team right now in walks drawn, more than twice as many as anyone else. So he's very disciplined at the plate, and we talk about it every time. I bring it up every time. One of the taller players on the team, so he has to work with a larger strike zone and still stays disciplined at the plate.
Takes a strike, 1-1. And this one misses outside. It's a 2-1 count now to Entveld. And stepping off the mound is Butler.
Butler being courteous. If I'd been going at my usual pace, I'd just now be finishing Frankie's stats. So courtesy for him.
And this one misses high. It's a 3-1 count. Well, if we were facing O'Gorman, Brayden, and so looking back through my old sheets, as Entveld grounds this one to a third, up with it. Barnhart, throw across the diamond, is in time. So it's a 5-3 put out, as we have 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. Yankton leads 3-0 as we enter the top of inning number 2. That's your scoreboard update brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Colby Cookta. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Contact Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Back in 60 seconds, this is Yankton Bucks baseball on KYNT and KYNT TV.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT. Call 605-665-4567 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
Are fine lines and wrinkles making you feel less confident? Imagine a smoother, more radiant you in just one visit. The solution? Botox. Dr. Elwood at Elwood Family Dental Care is trained and experienced in providing cosmetic Botox to reduce fine lines in the facial region. Say goodbye to frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead wrinkles, and rediscover your natural beauty with safe and effective Botox treatment. Contact Elwood Family Dental Care today to schedule a consultation and see if you're a good candidate.
And welcome back to Riverside Field. Bryce Ladwig alongside Brayden Butler, and you have Caleb Buman at the plate for Sioux Falls, Washington. And he has a 2-0 count as Mark Cottle delivers a strike. 2-1 count. Buman, a left-handed batter.
Lefty batter, but a righty arm behind the plate when he was playing catcher last inning.
And a strike call on the inside. Nice fastball placement from Cottle. A nice, if there was some framing there, from Gavin Johnson on the inside. And the 2-2 going around, reaching for is Buman's a strikeout from Mark Cottle.
I think he got a piece of it, but it was straight back into the glove, so that's an out, and that's going to be a punch out as well for Cottle. Big for him right there, his first of the game. It was 3 up, 3 down to start inning number 1, and now it's the first 4 batters Cottle has faced have been retired.
Dylan Bark, the shortstop, hits it to his own position. Lucas Kamshoff over at short. The throw over in time. 6-3 put out. Brings up Jacob Cruz.
Cruz does round out the 3-batter minimum here for Washington. If he's able to get on base, though, it's Tyler Barnhart on deck.
And Cruz swings to the first pitch, a high fastball, 0-1.
Cottle was working too fast there, so the umpire behind the plate, John Thayer, called a timeout there. Got to let the batter get set in the batter's box before firing home.
And it's a 1-1 count now. And one called strike. It's a 1-2 count. And this was sent back into the net. Count remains.
Cottle been working quickly here on the mound for every batter between pitches. He's also right around 20 pitches right now. That was pitch number 20. Through 1 2/3. 1 strike away from potentially finishing this batter, but he leaves that one high for a ball.
Yeah, 2-2 count. And in the dirt now, brings the count full, 3-2 to Cruz.
Good discipline from Cruz at the plate. He was down in that hole 1-2, and he's been able to battle back.
And the payoff pitch will not pay off as it's sent back into the net. Brayden, I don't think you flinched once this year at foul ball into the net.
Got ice in my veins this season. Here's a ground ball to Kamshoff again.
Kamshoff moves to his right, deep in the hole, and a throw over gets him. Sager able to stretch forward, but what an arm from Lucas Kamshoff. We've seen that multiple times. Another 6-3 put out, And so Sioux Falls Washington goes 1-2-3, no runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on as we enter the bottom half of inning number 2. Yankton still leads 3-0 here on KYNT and KYN TV.
University of South Dakota football and volleyball season tickets are available now. The KYNT football team reached new heights in 2023, totaling 10 wins and hosting 2 home playoff games. South Dakota volleyball continued their tradition of success last season, clinching a share of the regular season Summit League title. Join the party this upcoming season and secure your seats today. For ticket information, visit goyotes.com.
Hey Yankton, graduation is approaching. Have you thought about what you want to do with your future? Maybe some PLC, automations, engineering, maintenance manufacturing. Let Hedro help you build your future, as we are proud partners of Build Dakota. Check with your schools today to find out how to be a part of our future. Or contact Evie at 605-668-2344. That's 605-668-2344. Hedro, a story shaped by you.
All right, welcome back to Riverside Field. Trey Sager at the plate has an 0-1 count from Bittler, and he fouls this one behind us in the press box. 0-2 now.
Sager on the season, not a large sample size, only playing in 6 games so far, just under 200 for the batting average, OPS of 472, 3 hits, 1 of them for extra bases, 2 RBI, and a run scored.
And Trey Sager set down on strikes. And looking, and that brings up Gavin Johnson, who has a really nice stat line so far this season.
Hey, he's almost been a secondary leadoff hitter at the back of the order, batting out of the 9-hole today. Team leader in batting average at 500 on the season, also an on-base percentage at 538, second in OPS at 1.163.
And Johnson sends this one out toward left, shallow left, and diving for it is third baseman Barnhart. He's able to bring it in and tumbling head over heels, gets it. That's 2 away here.
2 up, 2 down. It's exactly what Bittler and the Warriors wanted after a dominant first inning for the Bucks, putting 3 across on 4 hits and getting through 7 of their 9 batters. This brings back up the top of the order, though, with Austin Goebel trying to get things going, and you want to get that guy on deck at the plate, potentially with a runner on.
You know, Austin Goebel showing bunt and can't quite put it down as he will have a called strike, or technically a swinging strike. So 0-1 now to Goebel.
And the corner infielders, they are playing on the edge of the grass here on this turf, but did not really push up on that shown bunt by Goebel. If they leave too much space, he can beat it out down the lines.
Goebel has to wait on a curve of a ball and swings right under it. It's 0-2. Bittler checking for his sign. The 0-2. Called strike 3. Austin Goebel set down on strikes again. And that will end the Yankton at bat. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no runners left on after 2. Yankton leads 3-0. That is your scoreboard update, brought to you by Alani New Energy Drinks. Wellness should feel good and taste good, which is why Alani New Energy Drinks should be part of your daily routine. Increase physical performance and boost focus with just 10 calories, no sugar or gluten. Alani New Energy Drinks are a healthy way to fuel your fun. This is Yankton Bucks baseball on KYNT and KYN TV.
Medicare coverage is not a one-size-fits-all coverage. Do you like to travel? Are you wanting to spend your winters down south? Or just spend some time with your grandkids? Make sure you choose a plan that fits your needs and will travel with you. Visit Julie at Missouri River Associates to review your upcoming Medicare or your current needs. That's Julie at Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Attention homeowners, if you've been on the fence about selling, I'd love the opportunity to sit and visit with you. With low inventory, now would be a good time to call me, Deb Speck at Vision Real Estate. I'll provide you with a free market analysis and a no-pressure approach. Call me at 605-664-5555 to find out if now is the right time to make a move.
Welcome back to Riverside Field. Yankton leads 3-0 as we begin the top of inning number 3. Up for Sioux Falls Washington, Tyler Barnhart as he dribbles one back to Mark Cottle. Underhands over to first to Trey Sager, and that is one away. It is a 1-3 putout. And as is customary, or how we do it, I will turn over play-by-play to Brayden Butler for the time being. Brayden.
Something of a middle reliever myself here on these broadcasts for KYNT and KYNT TV. Barnhart there, grounding out the first pitch he saw back to Cottle on the mound. Makes it a 1-3 putout, bringing up Tommy Boyum. Boyum, the second baseman. The 8-hole hitter, Jack Jacobson, on deck. Cottle and the Bucks have retired the first 7 batters they've seen, but he leaves that one low for ball 1. Sent this one out to left field. Frankie Entvelt shading underneath of it, though, near the warning track. Has to flip his hips and turn his body, but he's able to glove it for out number 2. It's a loud out number 2 that brings up Jack Jacobson, the 9-hole hitter.
Flip his hips. There you go. You really did, though.
Yeah, you did. And you see that a lot with defensive backs in football. Have to the hip dexterity and be able to flip back and forth and turn their paths when tracking either ball carriers or wide receivers. Use that one to track the ball in the air. First pitch misses away for Cottle. It's a 1-0 count to Jack Jacobson. Left-handed hitter playing out in right field today. 1-0 swung on, sent foul over the first base dugouts, out of play.
Why is it every time a foul ball is hit over there, I think about that guy that almost got his head taken off game 1?
Every time a foul ball is hit anywhere, I think about my car, even if it's nowhere near my car. As this one's also over the first base dugout and out of play. Oh, something being in Concordia this weekend, in Seward, I should say. The parking lot's really close to the ball field over there. I park down the street and around the corner, make sure the station vehicle stays safe. That one misses outside for ball 2, so it's a 2-2 count after a pair of balls and a pair of foul tips.
Yeah, if only I thought about that 2 years ago.
Hey, man, we've grown a lot since then. The 2-2 swung on back to Cottle. Cottle's going to scoop it up, trying for his second 1-3 putout, and he will get it. 3 up, 3 down. The first 9 batters Mark Cottle and the Bucks have faced.
3 up, 3 down for Washington in the third.
Never mind. They're saying something. I believe they're going to say that it ended up being a foul tip. Either the ball hit off of the base runner as he was leaving the box.
Oh, guys, I do my scorebook and pen. What are they? Come on.
I did mine in pencil today. We're not going to the next inning. Still 2-2. Mark Cottle leaves that one outside. And for the second time this inning, the Bucks were starting to walk towards the dugout. Big smile on the face of Mark Cottle on the mound. It's a 3-2 pitch. Trying to keep it. 3 up, 3 down. Swung on. Oh, right to the second baseman. I was going to say it was over the head, but it died out and into the glove of Tate Bestie at second. Unconventional, but we got there eventually. And L4 ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 9 up, 9 down in this game. No hits, no runs, no errors, no runners left on base. Thank a couple Sportscaster Club members before we go to break. Start with Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire. They do more than sell tires. Graham Tire of Yankton, your auto service and tire store next door. FNBO, the great big small bank. For more than 165 years, they've been with you where you are. The UPS store, offering packing and shipping plus printing services, mailboxes, and direct mail services, helping small businesses reach their goals in Yankton across from Walmart and Yankton Thrive. There's a thriving business economy here in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses from retail to manufacturing is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to yanktonsd.com. We'll be back here on KYNT and KYN TV. Never mind, throw down. They're working quickly between innings as well. Nobody wants me to talk today about anything.
Everyone has dinner plans, as you mentioned before.
I've made the joke before on these broadcasts that certain players may have dates lined up. Feels like both teams got something going on tonight.
Big party afterwards. As Lucas Kamshaw will step back in, hit that big home run back in the first.
You flip my scorebook over. First pitch away for a ball. Safest place to pitch. Kamshaw is in the opposite batter's box. 1-0. Kamshaw leading off, Sheldon on deck, Owen with Sean in the hole. That's your 3-batter minimum. All 3 of them came around to score in the first inning. They are the 3 runs so far. Out misses low and away as well. Ball 2 to Kamshaw. Usually between innings, or between half innings, they give you at least a minute to 90 seconds. That one finds his own strike 1. First of the at-bat to Kamshaw. Feels like we are on a 40-second timer between half innings so far today. The 2-1. Outside for a ball, 3-1 count.
Killed like 5 bugs in this booth today, including a wasp earlier.
I must not have been here for that.
You were out getting the center field camera set up.
Thank goodness. I would have been out of here. I don't help with wasps. I avoid them. 3-1 misses for ball 4. Take your base, Lucas Kamshoff. That brings up Matthew Sheldon. We start inning number 3 with a walk for the Bucks in the bottom half. Sheldon singled, stole a base, and then came around to score on an RBI double from Owen Wishon in the first inning. He was the second of 3 runs scored in that bottom half. First pitch to Sheldon. In there for strike 1. And Matthew Sheldon, we did not get around to his stats the first time, but .357 batting average coming in, a 1.023 OPS, 15 hits, 6 of them for extra bases. Had the team high outright in home runs with 2, now tied with Lucas Kamshoff. 14 RBI, still leads the team, but the way this has been going early on, that might change by the end of this doubleheader. Kamshoff takes out for second, swung on and missed from Sheldon. Kamshoff slides in safely, uncontested, as he steals second base.
For Kamshoff on the season, that is his 6th stolen base.
I believe that puts him outright in 3rd on the team. Unless you count there are 2 players tied for 2nd, so I guess outright in 4th, but 3rd most in total number. That was a foul tip from Sheldon, so it remains an 0-2 count. Butler on the mound, comes set, checks Kamshoff at 2nd. Now he'll fire home. The 0-2 popped up over our press box and out of play.
Kamshoff dancing around the bases a lot, Brayden. Before he took off for that steal, he also got Butler to step off the mound. Butler's just paying a lot of attention to him right now.
And it's someone even outside of the batter's box you got to pay attention to. They'll throw over to 2nd. He'll slide in safely.
As I said.
Kamshoff forces you to think, whether he's in the batter's box, on the base paths. Don't know if he chirps it all from the dugout, makes you think about him, but the 0-2 to Sheldon. Takes that one either high or inside, maybe a little bit of both for ball 1. It's a 1-2 count now to Sheldon. Sheldon has drawn 4 walks this season. The 1-2. Foul tip back into the net. Count remains 1-2. Butler comes set on the mound. Not even checking Kamshoff this time. All focus is on Sheldon. That one's popped up out of play over the first base dugouts.
They pay 25 cents for a foul ball to return to the concession stand.
I'm in the wrong profession.
I think we need to start keeping track of the money doled out per game. And a balk, Brayden.
A balk forces Lucas Kamshoff to 3rd base. The first one we've seen of those today. It's one of the first I remember this season. I'm not recalling a balk in the games we've covered so far.
No, me neither.
That one misses for a ball. It's a 2-2 count. Kamshoff now only 90 feet away from home plate. He's got a very dangerous hitter at the plate. Matthew Sheldon trying to increase his advantage in the RBI lead. That one misses for a ball. Count goes full from Butler. Sheldon currently has the team lead with 14, with Sean and Kamshoff right behind him with 11 each. The 3-2. Swung on, bouncer back up the middle. That will score Kamshoff from 3rd and be a base hit. RBI single for Matthew Sheldon. Back-to-back singles for him in this ball game. Brings up Owen Wishon. Kamshoff comes around to score. It's 4-0 Yankton here in the bottom of inning number 3.
Now batting 3rd baseman, number 3, Owen Wishon.
You sure it's not Ethan Wishon, Brayden?
I'm 95% sure it's Owen. I called Ethan Owen this weekend, and I did apologize for that on KYNT covering that Mount Marty game. But, you know, it's that pipeline of players and athletes. Yankton has a lot of very good athletic families, and they seem to be wanting to go to Mount Marty. So there's a couple different Rikens there right now. Kamshoff going as Matthew Sheldon takes off for 2nd. That one throw down was away from the shortstop.
His 2nd stolen base today, sorry to cut you off there, which would put him at 6. So another one up in the 6 range, Brayden.
I believe that's the 4th or 5th. That's the 4th stolen base today for Yankton as a team. It's a 3-0 count now to Wishon. The 3-0. Washawn taking all the way. That's a 4-pitch walk for number 3, as Washawn will take first base and bring up Tate Bestie. Singled and came around to score.
And we're going to have a little bit of the mound visit for Sioux Falls, Washington. While they're visiting, Brayden, I want to thank a few of our sportscaster partners, including Northtown Automotive, your local Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. Visit northtownusa.com. And FloorTech. Whether your home or floor is wet, call FloorTech, 665-4839. And Sherco, a proud supporter of Yankton Sports. When you need to be sure, make it Sherco. And finally, State Farm, Roy Wilcox. Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance is helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, they will help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. It's Roy Wilcox State Farm, proud supporter of Yankton Athletics.
Runners on first and second as that mound visit is over. Everybody on the field for Washington except the outfielders came in for that conversation.
Lazy.
Must not have been. You can't really get a megaphone out and tell them out in the field. And Bestie lays down a bunt that's going to roll back to the pitcher. And there's miscommunication between the pitcher and catcher. Bestie's going to beat the throw to first. I don't think the first baseman was even on the bag when he caught it, so that's runners at every base. The bases are loaded for Evan Sirk. Just trying a little sack bunt to advance the runners. And the malfunction at the junction gets Bestie over to first.
Malfunction at the junction.
Conjunction junction, what's your function, Bryce Ladwig? It's a 1-0 count now to Sirk. Had a sac fly RBI in his first at-bat. It's a 1-1 count now as he takes the second pitch for a strike. Sheldon on third, Washawn on second, Bestie on first. Try to bend that one in, did Bittler, but can't find the corner. Ball 2. Bittler comes set. Now fires home the 2-1. That one finds the zone for strike 2. It's a 2-2 count now to Sirk, the right fielder. Frankie Entveld on deck, Trey Sager in the hole. Dangerous situation here. Nobody out. 3 runners on. 2-2 to Sirk. Sent foul down the third baseline out of play. There's a little bit of movement going on right now in the Washington bullpen. Can't get a clean look at the jersey number. That's something to keep an eye on.
9.
It's either 8 or 9. I'm going to assume 9 because I don't know if there's an 8 on the roster today.
I'm going to bet you a Josh Bolter dollar that that is number 9.
Is there not an 8 on the roster today?
There is, but I really wanted to bring back the Josh Bolter dollar.
Full count sent out to center field by Sirk. That's going to drop in front of the center fielder. Scores run, and they'll go station to station. So only scores 1 run, an RBI single for Evan Sirk.
Now batting left fielder number 12, Frankie Entveld.
Here comes Frankie Entveld. Grounded out to the third baseman, ended the first inning. Trying to redeem that there in a big RBI spot. Bases still loaded as the Bucks move station to station on that last single. Low and away, ball 1. The 1-0 from Bittler. Finds the zone for strike 1. Bucks currently lead 5-0 with 2 runners in scoring position and 3 runners on here. Nobody out. Trying to increase that, but that one finds the zone for strike 2 to Entveld. Entveld, Sager, Johnson. That's the next 3 batters for Yankton with nobody down. We will see all 3 of them barring a double play. That one misses inside for ball. 2-2 count now to Entveld. You can see the infielders are all playing in on the edge of the grass. First play will go home and then try to pick up the second play at first, you assume. That one will plunk Entveld, and that will bring a run home as Washawn crosses the plate.
Hey, that's an RBI.
So run backed in as it plunked off the spine of Entveld.
For the brand, Brayden.
For the brand. Anything you got to do, you can do it. As we'll get another mound visit here, and judging by the No more work out in the bullpen. They're going to take the ball from Butler. His day is done. Don't have his final stats for him, but we'll get those to you when all the runners are accounted for. Pitching change brought to you by one of Yankton's biggest and best employers, and that's Hedro. When you're ready for a break, looking for a new career direction, visit jobs.hedro.com. It is number 9. Bryce is right. Somebody owes him one of Josh Bolter's dollars. We'll be back in 90 seconds here on KYNT and KYN TV to give you all the information you need and come back with more Bucks baseball. Back in 90 seconds.
Traveling to Yankton for business or pleasure? Then book your stay at Yankton's two best hotels, the Fairfield Inn and Suites and Holiday Inn Express. Both are conveniently located to everything in Yankton. Both offer complimentary hot breakfast and meeting rooms for business travelers. And if you want a great rate and still be able to change your reservation without a hassle, call either hotel direct. The Fairfield and Holiday Inn Express, two great hotel choices when visiting or arranging rooms for guests to Yankton.
Get it cleaned with Buell's.
Dress shirts, suits, dresses, coats. At Buell's, they specialize in dry cleaning and pressing. You can pick it up or even have it delivered.
Got a tough stain you're worried about getting out? Leave it to Buell's. They're experts in getting out those nasty stains.
Do you wash your own comforter? If you really want it clean, let Buell's do it. Their large-size washers are perfect for comforters.
If you need it clean, take it to Buell's. 444 West 3rd, Yankton.
Boston Shoes to Boots is proud to support Yankton High School athletics. Boston Shoes to Boots is your headquarters for quality and comfortable shoes for the whole family. From athletics and work boots to sandals and dress, we have you covered by our popular brands like Brooks, New Balance, Birkenstock, Red Wing, Keen, and so many more. Shop our location downtown at 313 Cedar Street or visit us online at bostonshoestoboots.com. Boston Shoes to Boots, your footwear experts since 1915.
Welcome back in here. KYNT, KYN TV. Xander Birch on the mound now, stepping in for Butler. If what we heard correctly, the home plate umpire was talking up to the press box that Butler will remain in as his own hitter because he was listed as a pitcher and a DH. So we'll still see Butler, I believe, through the lineup. If not, it's a straight 1-for-1 swap, and Birch will hit in that spot as well. First pitch from him, missed for a ball. Second pitch in there for a strike. It's a 1-1 count to Trey Sager, who struck out last inning.
Time will tell, Brayden. Time will tell.
Time is the... There's a saying in there somewhere. I was going to finish it and lost my train of thought. 1-1. Inside for ball 2. It's like, it's not time heals all wounds, but, you know, the truth is revealed by time. There's some saying that somehow says that. The easier way to say it is time reveals the truth. 2-1. Swung on down the third base line, out of play. And
woo!
Drew Lawrence. Oh, look at him. Came up with it in the third base coaching box. Fired it right back to Birch.
Hot potato over there. The hot corner.
Got any eligibility left, Drew? Probably not. I might, but you don't want it. 2-2. That one misses. It's a 3-2 count now to Sager.
But why didn't he one-hand it?
I don't know, man. I like some clean. I like fundamental baseball, all right? Working station to station. Clean plays. We don't need to get on Sports Center. 3-2. That one's on the ground to the third baseman. Fires across to first, and they will get Sager at first, but a run will come across to score as there was no play at the plate. Infeld moves to second, Cirque to third. Bestie scores, and Sager gets the is grounded out, but will get an RBI. Brings up Gavin Johnson. Flew out to the third baseman. A diving effort made there at third back in the second inning. Quite the play from the third base spot. First pitch to him is a strike. Second pitch misses for ball 1 to Johnson. Barring an unconventional double play, we will see Austin Goebel, who's on deck. He represents the top of the order. The 1-1 misses high to Johnson. Goes 2-1 now. Gavin Johnson, batting out of the 9-hole, has played very well behind the plate this season. 12 hits, 8 RBI, in just 8 games. This one, chopper down the third base line, will shade foul.
The wind is starting to die down a little bit, Brayden.
Yeah, the flag was out in left center is definitely not standing at full attention like it was earlier. Swung on and missed there. That's strike 3 from Johnson. That'll bring up Austin Goebel as he sat down on the punch-out. And with Goebel at the plate, all 9 batters have come to the plate this half inning for the Bucks. They currently lead 7-0. 4 runs have come across already in the third. They had 3 back in the first. Goebel takes the first pitch for ball 1. Kampshoff on deck, Sheldon in the hole. Lineup gets super. The entire lineup is dangerous, so it's not fair to say it, but the lineup gets even more dangerous if it can. Here shortly if Birch isn't able to work out of this here. 2 down in the inning, just needs the out at the plate. Leaves that one outside for ball 2. 2-0 count now to Goebel. Goebel bounces it back to Birch. He gloves it. 1-3. That put out ends the inning, stranding 2 runners on base. But 4 runs come across on 3 hits, no errors, 2 runners left on. We go to the top of inning number 4. 7-0 your score. That scoreboard update brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Colby Cookta. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. Same is true of investments. Contact Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. 7-0, Mark Cottle back on the mound for the top of the 4th when we return here on KYNT. Yankton in the lead. Back in 60 seconds with more Yankton Bucks baseball.
You can help us promote Yankton. I'm Nancy Winandy from Yankton Thrive. Be a champion for Yankton. Share with people you meet how great Yankton is. Tell them about our wonderful recreational areas, incredible schools, fun events, and plentiful jobs. All of that, plus being a safe and friendly city, make Yankton a great place to live and thrive. Encourage them to visit the Yankton Thrive website, yanktonsd.com, for all the information they need to make Yankton home.
Hey, why are you in the garage?
This storm is bad. I'm worried about the garage doors.
Come on, what could happen?
A lot. Hail could dent the doors. Like that. And high winds could bend the doors or even break them. Like that.
So when that happens, what happens?
You call Upper Midwest Garage Door.
Upper Midwest Garage Door offers reliable storm damage repair for residential and commercial doors. We're an authorized Clopay dealer serving eastern South Dakota. Visit us at uppermidwestgaragedoor.com.
Leading off the top of the 4th is Tyler Pankinen. Grounded out to the shortstop Kampshoff to lead off this ball game. It's been 9 up, 9 down for Washington. Foul tip there, and Pankinen misplaced his bat as well. I might keep bringing up the GPAC tournament this weekend, covering Mount Marty baseball, but there was one play where the bat came out of a hitter's hands and stuck in the net. Like the safety net that we kind of see here, they have one at Seward as well. As a check swing there, gets a piece of it and pops it out of play. It's an 0-2 count now to Pankinen.
Do you think the Yankton Optimist Club has to budget for foul balls every year?
62 cents. This one's sent on a line out to right field. Evan Sirk trying to get underneath of it, and he will glove it near the foul line. Nice play. It covered a lot of ground out in right field. There's 1 up, 1 down here, and the 10th straight batter retired for this Yankton team. That brings up Caden Sporer. Sporer popped out to the first baseman. He was the second batter of the game back in inning number 1.
A lot of ground covered by Tate Bessie over there in right. Really made a nice play on that ball. Or Evan Sirk, rather. And just really covered a lot of ground there right on the line.
Yeah, it was a great play out there for Sirk indeed. 10 straight batters retired by this Bucks lineup. Mark Cottle really settled in on the mound. As I say that, missed behind the head of the batter for ball 1. It's a 1-1 count now to Brayden Butler. Excuse me, this is Caden Sporer. This is down the left field line and out of play. That's in the bullpen. Count goes 1-2 now to Sporer. Butler is on deck, so after getting the start on the mound, he will remain into DH. after getting pulled last inning. There's strike 3 called on the outer half. Got him looking. So an F9 and a backwards K so far in inning number 4. That brings up Brayden Butler. Grounded out to the second baseman. Now the designated hitter after getting the start on the mound. First pitch to him in there, strike 1. 11 straight batters have been retired by Cottle. 2 of them on the punch out. A lot of putouts out in the field. This one on the ground. That'll be the first base hit of the game for Sioux Falls Washington. A single, 2-out single here for Butler. Brings up Caleb Booman. Booman struck out in his last at-bat. That came back in the second inning.
But Mark Cottle going through the order the way he has so far. Very impressive outing for him so far.
Yeah, we're here through 3 2/3, and that's over half the game where he was perfect. He'd retired every batter he'd seen. That one misses low for a ball. Now you could throw the words perfect game out there now that it's for sure over, but it's what he was on pace for. It was a very good outing so far. Misses for low for ball 1 here to Booman. Brings up a 1-0 count to the catcher. Throw over to first. Gets away from Sager. Bittler's not going to take off from first if he slide back in safely. Not going to risk it. Don't want to make the last out of the inning. If Butler were to get out on the base paths before Booman is out at the plate, or anybody's out at the plate here, it means Cottle would still be facing the minimum. Popped up. It's going to be in foul territory. Johnson, no. Washawn shading near it. And Owen Washawn will glove it near the third base dugout, and that will do it. No hits, or 1 hit, no runs, no errors, 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom half of inning number 4 here on KYNT and KYNT TV. Do want to thank Pizza Ranch for legendary chicken and the best pizza. It's Yankton Pizza Ranch on Broadway or at 665-1222. First Chiropractic Center, making life better one adjustment at a time. Aztec of Yankton. They were founded on innovation and a passion to help their customers. Right now they're offering a healthy sign-on bonus with great wages and benefits. Build your career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. Aztec is the proud team sponsor for Yankton High School baseball. And Stockman's Motorsports, your local Polaris dealer with a full lineup of Rangers and sportsmen ready to get you in the fields, in the woods, or wherever you like to go. Stockman's Motorsports is a proud supporter of all area athletes. Bucks bats when we return in the bottom of the 4th, back in 30 seconds here on KYNT, KYNT-TV.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Xander Birch still out there on the mound for Sioux Falls Washington, going into his 2nd inning of work. It'll be his first complete. Lucas Kamshoff to lead off for Yankton. He'll be followed by Matthew Sheldon and Owen Washawn as your 3-batter minimum. One of the most dangerous parts of the order. It's been dangerous from top to bottom today for Yankton. Gonna have to find a new adjective here shortly. Dangerous is an adjective, right? Am I using that word right?
I don't know.
Get Katie on
what is
the
my
horn.
wife, like an English teacher?
I was like, get Katie on the horn. She'll know.
I haven't texted her.
If I'm describing a batting order as dangerous, is that using it as an adjective?
Okay.
Kamshoff at the plate. A lot of power in that swing. He sent one over the left field wall in the 1st inning, and then he walked in the 3rd. This one down the left field line won't get out, but it will get down for a fair ball. Kamshoff will take the turn at first and head to 2nd. A diving effort out and left did not come up with the ball, but a double to lead off here for Lucas Kamshoff. Got a hot start to inning number 4. That brings up Matthew Sheldon. Sheldon brought Kamshoff around to score with an RBI single in the last inning. Also had a single back in the 1st and a stolen base. 2 stolen bases so far for Matthew Sheldon as he steps into the box. Owen Washawn on deck. Tate Bestie in the hole.
Kamshoff taking his lead off a second. First pitch misses for a ball. 1-0 count now to Sheldon. You mentioned earlier on, Bryce, how active Kamshoff was on the base paths his last trip around. Birch not really checking him much. Takes a peek there, but now fires back home. Sheldon on the ground of the third baseman. Diving effort. Third baseman loses the ball as he was trying to transfer it from his glove to his hand. A lot of motions all at once, and one of them there was just a little bit of a hiccup. Sheldon's going to be safe at first. If they rule that a hit, it'd be his third of the contest. If it's ruled an error, either way, there's still going to be 2 runners on. First and second for Owen Washon.
It's a tricky one. That's a tricky one to call. Your first reaction wants to be air, but then you realize how hard that ball was hit.
It was hard. He had to dive for it, and then getting back up is where the ball came out, so I don't know if that's where they say the error. It was the attempt to throw. There was an error, and that might be what causes that call, but we'll see what the official scorebook goes.
It's an error.
They do rule it an error at third, so no hit for Matthew Sheldon. Don't know if he's going to complain too much at first base. Washon sends this one down the left field line. That's another base hit. Kamshoff's going to make the turn at third. They will send him home. Throw in, not going to be in time. Kamshoff's upstanding. RBI single for Owen Washon. In that too, Matthew Sheldon moved to second. Kamshoff comes around to score. Now that brings up Tate Bestie. 2 for 2 in the day with a pair of singles, an RBI, a stolen base, and a run scored. Bestie pops this one up. It's going left center field. It's going to drop between the left fielder and the center fielder. Now Sheldon's going to have to make the run to third as he was parked on the second base bag. Thought that one was going to be caught out in left center. He slides in safely, so now it's a runner at every base from a single by Tate Bestie. Bases loaded for Evan Sirk. Funny enough, I think this is an exact situation that Sirk stepped up in just last inning. Got an RBI single out of it.
It's a good day to have the bases loaded twice for you.
Back-to-back innings, back-to-back at-bats, sends this one out of play. And it will drop in foul territory. Third baseman Barnhart was giving chase, but he was impeded by the fence in his route to the ball. 0-1 count now to Sirk, the right fielder. Birch comes set on the mound. Doesn't take a look at any base runner. Fires home, strike 2. It's an 0-2 count now to Sirk. Infielders, first baseman, shortstop, and third baseman playing on the edge of the infield turf. This one sent out to center field, and that will be gloved out in center. Should be deep enough to score a run. That's a sac fly RBI for Evan Sirk. Washon will move to third as well, and it scores Matthew Sheldon. The second sac fly RBI of the game for Evan Sirk. That'll bring in Frankie Infeld to the plate.
Yeah, Sirk's had an RBI in every single one of his at-bats so far. That's a good day right there.
Good day at the office. He's officially only 1 for 1 on the score sheet, but he's got 3 RBIs on a single and 2 sac flies. Great day at the office for Evan Sirk, doing his job well. First pitch to Frankie Infeld with runners on the corners is in there for strike 1. Yankton currently lead 9-0. There's 2 so far in the bottom of this inning, 4 last inning, and 3 in the first inning. 11 hits as well as a team. That one's in there for strike 2 to Infeld. He's in an 0-2 hole. Infeld grounded out to the third baseman and was hit by a pitch in his last at-bat. That did bring a runner in to score. Trey Sager on deck, Gavin Johnson in the hole. That rounds out the batting order for Yankton. They go back to the top, and that one's in there for strike 3 to Infeld. He tried to hold up. Looked like he did in time, but it's still going to be called a strike. That'll bring in Trey Sager.
First baseman number 20, Trey Sager.
Trey Sager had a big double up at Brookings, hit the fence.
Love to have another one here. Runner started to go to second. Wonder if they were just trying to bait a throw to second, and then Washon would take off for home because Bestie scoots back to first. First pitch was in there for strike 1. Sager has a RBI ground out and a strikeout so far in his 2 plate appearances. This is his 3rd straight inning coming to the plate. Shows you just how good the Yankton lineup's been today. led off the second inning, batted last inning, and now is batting here in the fourth. 9-0 Yankton leads. Bestie takes off for second. Throw down. They're going to be cut off, and trying to get back to third base is Owen Washon. He's going to be tagged getting back to third. Washon got caught in no man's land off the bag as he was waiting for that throw to second. And that will do it here in inning number 4, but not before 2 runs come across. I believe 4 hits that inning. 4 hits, 2 runs, no errors, 2 runners left on base. We go to the top of inning number 5 when we return here on KYNT and KYN TV. That scoreboard update was brought to you by Alani New Energy Drinks. Wellness should feel good and taste good, which is why Alani New Energy Drinks should be a part of your daily routine. Increase physical performance and boost focus. Just 10 calories, no sugar or gluten. Alani New Energy Drinks are a healthy way to fuel your fun. Mark Cottle back on the mound. The Bucks defense has been working well so far today, trying to keep the shutout rolling. We'll be back in 60 seconds here on KYNT and KYN TV.
As times change, technology changes. Don't be left behind by your contact lenses. Vision Care Associates now offers infused multifocal contact lenses, specialized lenses that can provide you with clear vision at multiple distances without switching between glasses and contacts. Don't let glasses slow you down any longer. Call us today to schedule an appointment to try infused multifocal contact lenses.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
You feel awful. Stuffy nose, then runny nose. Sniffles too. You don't know what to take to make yourself feel better. At Yankton Rexall, when you feel under the weather, we want to help. But there are a lot of over-the-counter choices. Some may even interfere with the daily medications you're taking. The Yankton Rexall staff is there to help you make the best choice for your health. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923.
Dylan Bark led this inning off with a pop out in the first pitch he saw to the first baseman, Trey Sager. And that will start it with 1 out, bring up Jacob Cruz, the first baseman. Cruz grounded out to short in his first at-bat. That came back in inning number 2. Swung on and missed there for a strike. The 0-1 from Cottle. Just missed there for a ball. Just over an hour into this game. Cottle has been working well, working quickly on the mound. This one popped up again and behind Johnson. He's trying to get underneath of it, and it will just miss Gavin Johnson there. Johnson was trying to keep a bead on that one. Don't know if the wind pushed it a different direction, but he had to shift his body multiple times trying to find that one behind the plate. It does drop for a foul ball, so it's a 1-2 count. Mark Cottle, this will be pitch number 50. And that one's in there for strike 3. The 50th pitch results in a punch out. 2 up, 2 down in the inning. That brings up Tyler Barnhart.
I do have the answer from our grammar police, Katie Ladwig. It is, in fact, an adjective. Dangerous.
Okay.
That's like a whole point for you.
Man, I finally learned the English language a little bit. There's a first time for everything. 23 years on this earth. This one sent back up the middle. It'll drop between the shortstop Kamshoff and the center fielder Goebel. That will be a single there for Barnhart. First pitch he saw, sent back into the outfield. Base hit. Brings up Tommy Boyum.
Well, you know all the times I've corrected you on air about well and good, right? It's like cemented into my brain. I have to correct people now because of her. It's a gift and a curse, Brayden.
I know a thing or two about ending curses. I'm a Cubs fan. Hopefully this one doesn't last 108 years. 2 down in the inning. Runner on first now after that single. Ball low. Got away from Johnson there, but he's able to scoop it up before Barnhart can make a break for second. Tommy Boyum at the plate. Flew out to left field back in inning number 3. Runner's going for second as the ball gets away from Johnson. The throw down gets away from Bestie, but it's backed up by Kamshoff. Goebel was there as well. Runner in scoring position, first time tonight for Sioux Falls, Washington. It's a 2-0 count here from Cottle as well. If Boyum's able to get on base, Jack Jacobson's on deck, and then the top of the order would follow Jacobson. 2-0. Misses away, ball 3. 3-0 count now. We'll see if Boyum's taking all the way. .3-0 in there for strike one. .3-1. Cottle checks the runner at second, now fires home, in there for strike two. Count goes full. Good battle back from Cottle on the mound. I believe that was pitch number 56 from Mark Cottle. Working pretty well. This one on a line out to center field. Goebel getting underneath of it. Gloves it with the left hand, and that will do it in the top half of inning number 5. We go to the bottom. 1 hit, no runs, no errors, 1 runner left on base. It's a 9-0 ball game. Yankton looking to add to that when we return here on KYNT and KYN TV. Big thank you to the Fox Stop for all your daily convenience and fuel needs. Make a stop at the Fox Stop. And Buell's Cleaners for rugs, uniforms, linens, and other cleaning services. Go to Buell's in downtown Yankton. Also Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. And lastly, MT&RC Smith Insurance, an independent insurance agency offering you a variety of products for your individual, family, and business needs. Sam Birch still on the mound for Sioux Falls, Washington when we return. 9-0 lead here for the Bucks, trying to add to it back in 60 seconds on KYNT, KYN TV.
Save big Wednesday through Tuesday at Hy-Vee. Just bare chicken breast, just $3.77. That's right, just $3.77. Buy 2, get 1 free on select Coke products. Hy-Vee coffee, just $3.99. Dole chopped salad kits, just $2.99. Hy-Vee pasta, just 97 cents. And Jack's Pizza, 3 for only $10. Stock up and save Wednesday through Tuesday, only at Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply.
Want to take the hassle out of servicing your heating or cooling system? Then sign up for the Kaiser Signature Membership Program. This is Chris Frick with Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Not only will you get peace of mind knowing your units are being serviced regularly, but being a Kaiser Signature member gives you priority service, a discount on parts and labor, and no overtime rates. Take comfort and let our qualified professional technicians keep you running.
Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton.
First pitch to Trey Sager is sent out to left field, and giving chase is the left fielder, and that will be gone. Welcome back here on KYNT and KYN TV. Trey Sager says see you later to that baseball. Sends it into the trees over the left field fence. That makes it 10-0 here in the bottom of inning number 5. A leadoff bomb by Trey Sager. That will...
I'll do it.
I will do it. It's the bottom of inning number 5, so that makes it a 10-run game, and that will do it here for game number 1. So unconventional walk-off there for Trey Sager. 10-0. Game 1 ends here on KYNT and KYN TV. Making quick work here. Mark Cottle goes the complete 5-inning game on the mound. We'll talk about those stats in the post-game here, but it's time for us to go back to break on KYNT and KYN TV. When we return, we will have your Yankton Rexall post-game show. Your final scoreboard update, 10-0, is brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Colby Cookta. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. Same is true of investments. Contact Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones member SIPC. Also, one final thank you to Explorers Credit Union. Watch the Coaches Show on Saturday morning, sponsored by Explorers Credit Union. They're here to help with a vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. And Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923. 10-0, Bucks take game 1 in 5 innings. We'll be back here shortly on KYNT and KYN TV with your post-game show. And we'll get you all set for game number 2 around the corner. Still alive here at Riverside Field, back in a couple minutes.
If you're like a lot of South Dakotans, you've made a purchase online for services or products and have had no issues. Unfortunately, scammers view the internet as their playground, and they're constantly deploying new scams to attempt to take your hard-earned funds. Fraudulent websites have grown by leaps. Consumers and businesses need to check all aspects of a website before making any type of purchase. Questions regarding this scam should be directed to South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
The other day, a guy came into the UPS store to pick up some blueprints we had printed for him. While we were finishing up the order, he asked about business cards as he was about out of his current supply. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. We all have various printing needs and the UPS store is here to help. Stop into our locations in Yankton or Vermilion and ask about our current print specials. Oh, the gentleman from earlier? We had new business cards ready for him the very next business day.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Women, have you had your annual exam? With May as Women's Health Month, Yankton Medical Clinic OBGYNs remind you to prioritize your health so you can continue focusing on the health of your family. No matter the stage of your journey, pre-pregnancy, pregnancy, motherhood, or menopause, Yankton Medical Clinic OBGYNs are the women's health experts. Call to schedule your annual health check today or visit yanktonmedicalclinic.com to schedule online. So much care, so close to home.
Small businesses are neighbors serving neighbors. Passionate people who give our community character and personality. It's why at F&BO, we're passionate about helping you meet every moment at every stage of your business with guidance and solutions to help you take your business where you want it to go. Online and mobile banking, payments, lending, transfers and deposits, all made easy and more secure so you can do more. F&BO, big believers in small business. Member FDIC.
It's time to stop making excuses. The peace of mind you get after a colonoscopy is worth it. It's the best way to prevent and detect one of the deadliest cancers. In fact, your doctor can remove precancerous polyps during the procedure if necessary. That's right, before it even turns to cancer. No buts about it. Get a colonoscopy at 45 and follow up every 10 years or as recommended by your doctor. Find a location or schedule now at avera.org/colon.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411.
Sports injuries can be the result of competitive activities, but can also happen by just participating in leisure activities too. If you're experiencing pain as the result of your chosen activity, consider chiropractic care. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. We have experienced chiropractors that work with sports injuries every day. Our treatment options are aimed to minimize pain, reduce recovery time, and reduce risk of future injuries. Visit First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Medicare coverage is not a one-size-fits-all coverage. Do you like to travel? Are you wanting to spend your winters down south? Or just spend some time with your grandkids? Make sure you choose a plan that fits your needs and will travel with you. Visit Julie at Missouri River Associates to review your upcoming Medicare or your current needs. That's Julie at Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MTRC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Welcome back in here on your Yankton Rexall post-game show. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923. They're currently honoring our seniors between games here for the Bucks. Talk about those here coming into the second half of our doubleheader, but it was a unconventional walk-off. Ends 10-0 after 5. Trey Sager with a home run there in the bottom of the 5th. Ended this one 10-0. Let's take a look at a couple of your players of the game, offensively, defensively, as well as your move of the game. We'll start defensively for Yankton. And I know it wasn't a full 7-inning game, but anytime you go a complete game and pitch a shutout on the mound, you are going to get recognized for it. So Mark Cottle stepped this way. Great game in that 10-0 ball game on the mound. Looking at his stats, Cottle went 5 full innings, allowed only 2 hits, no runs, 3 strikeouts, no walks, 57 total pitches, just over 11 per inning. He worked quite quick. He worked efficiently. He is your player of the game on the mound. Of course, you can't do that without a great defense behind you, so good defensive game altogether for the Yankton Bucks. That defensive player of the game brought to you by Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential and commercial pest control solution. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. Let's go to your offensive player of the game, brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Lucas Kamshoff went 2 for 2 with 3 runs scored and a home run. Matthew Sheldon went 2 for 3 with 3 runs scored and an RBI as well. It's tough to not give it to either of those guys, but Owen Washon also had a great day. Evan Sirk had a great. It's hard to pick offensive player of the game as I'm looking at these stats. We're going to go to an unconventional one here. A guy who went out there and did his job at the plate. 2 sack flies, 3 RBIs total. We're going to give it to Evan Sirk, who ends up 1 for 1. 2 sack flies, 3 RBI, and an RBI single as well. Don't think he's been given offensive player of the game this year, Bryce. So when he has a game like that, it's something that you got to recognize the guy for, and he's more than deserving of your offensive player of the game. Brought to you by Hy-Vee. There's a helpful smile in every aisle. Move of the game, Mason Schramm and the Move Group. Buying or selling, move with Mason and the Move Group. Anytime there's a walk-off, home run, conventional or not, it's hard not to give that the move of the game. So Trey Sager's home run over the left field fence to end game 1 is going to be your move of the game. Quite a fun game 1. Worked pretty quick, just over an hour. I think an hour and 10 minutes total game time there for game number 1 here on KYNT and KYN TV.
Yeah, as you mentioned, there's a lot of options for your offensive player of the game as well as move of the game and defense. There's just a lot of good plays, and that is the most complete game the Yankton Bucks have put together so far this season. And see if they can do it for game 2 of Brayden. And I'll do our stat recap. It's brought to you by Mayor Signs. If it's time to review the look of your business signage, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. And that is going to – let's start with the pitching. I know you already went over his stat line, but the winning pitcher of the game, Mark Cottle, he is now 2-1 on the season for a record. 5 innings pitched, 2 hits, no runs, 0 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Losing pitcher on the day is Brayden Butler of Sioux Falls, Washington. 2 innings pitched, 7 hits, 7 runs, all earned, 3 walks and hit by pitches, and 3 strikeouts. He was relieved by Xander Birch, who threw 2 innings, 4 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned runs, or 2 of them earned, I should say, and then 2 strikeouts. And for Yankton hitting, Austin Goebel 0 for 3 on the day. Lucas Kamshoff 2 for 2, 3 runs scored and an RBI. Matthew Sheldon 2 for 3, 3 runs scored and an RBI. Owen Washon 2 for 2, 2 runs scored, 2 RBI. Tate Bestie 3 for 3, 1 run scored. And then Evan Sirk 1 for 1 officially and 3 RBIs. Frankie Intveld 0 for 2 with an RBI. Trey Sager 1 for 3 with a run scored and 2 RBI, and Gavin Johnson 0 for 2. Yankton got started scoring in the bottom of the first with 3 runs. They also scored 4 in the bottom of the third, 2 in the bottom of the fourth, and 1 in the bottom of the fifth, which went for that Trey Sager walk-off home run. Yankton's new record improves to 7-8 on the season, and Sioux Falls Washington falls to 1-16. And we will turn our attention to game 2. Our story of the game, though, was senior night. And that is brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Doors, specializing in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout Eastern and South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Doors, your local authorized Clopay dealer, and just a great group of seniors. The Yankton Baseball Association, just like all the Yankton Athletics, Brayden, just really harbor a really good culture for upbringing for these young men.
Yeah, it's you hear every year, every new group of seniors, every group of alumni that we get a chance to talk to through KYNT and KYNT TV, they love the Yankton Athletics program. It's a very passionate town in the realm of sports, and these programs build great athletes, they build great players, but I think they also build great young men and women across their athletics at Yankton High School. So another great senior class this season. I believe 5 players were honored: Austin Goebel, Frankie Intveld, Lucas Kamshoff, and Sean Turner. There's a 5th one. I don't know why I just blanked. I'm sorry, but I believe it was actually...
Is it Beck Reckon?
I think it was Tyson Prouty was actually out there getting honored with the baseball team, even though he's not playing today. So it's a good group of guys. It's always been a good group of athletes here for Yankton High School and any sort of athletics, and just honoring them today, another great honor for them.
All right, and that will do it for Game 1 here at Riverside Field in the Class A doubleheader in their Yankton Rexall postgame show. We'll take a break. We'll come back with your Hy-Vee pregame show. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball, KYNT, and KYNT-TV.
Are you concerned about macular degeneration and the impact it can have on your eyesight? Vision Care Associates is proud to offer new technology that can help diagnose and manage macular degeneration earlier and more effectively than before. With cutting-edge equipment and the expertise of Dr. Fieser, Dr. DeYoung, and Dr. Slowey, we're dedicated to providing you with the best possible care. Call today and see the difference.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
You feel awful. Stuffy nose, then runny nose. Sniffles too. You don't know what to take to make yourself feel better. At Yankton Rexall, when you feel under the weather, we want to help. But there are a lot of over-the-counter choices. Some may even interfere with the daily medications you're taking. The Yankton Rexall staff is there to help you make the best choice for your health. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923.
Have you seen the new UTVs and ATVs on the lot at Lewis & Clark Ford? I'm Brandon Tykrow, and I'm excited to announce that Lewis & Clark Ford is now selling Massimo Motorsports products. We have on hand Massimo UTVs and ATVs with very affordable prices and financing available. Massimo comes standard with winches and touchscreens with the ability to add many more accessories. Stop at Lewis & Clark Ford and check them out. And look for boats coming soon. Lewis & Clark Ford, 4th and Capitol, Yankton.
Save big Wednesday through Tuesday at Hy-Vee. Just Bear chicken breast, just $3.77. That's right, just $3.77. Buy 2, get 1 free on select Coke products. Hy-Vee coffee, just $3.99. Dole chopped salad kits, just $2.99. Hy-Vee pasta, just 97 cents. And Jack's Pizza, 3 for only $10. Stock up and save Wednesday through Tuesday, only at Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't get you off my mind.
Get ready to grill. Nothing sizzles with flavor like Sheboygan Bratwurst. Slide into your local grocer for a pack of natural casing wieners. Swing into grilling season with Sheboygan sausage. Produced with pride right here at Simple Meats in Yankton. It's a home run.
The way you taste is simply divine. I got Sheboygan on my mind. Sheboygan.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 root beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12 packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
Want to take the hassle out of servicing your heating or cooling system? Then sign up for the Kaiser Signature Membership Program. This is Chris Frick with Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Not only will you get peace of mind knowing your units are being serviced regularly, but being a Kaiser Signature member gives you priority service, a discount on parts and labor, and no overtime rates. Take comfort and let our qualified professional technicians keep you running.
Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton.
Are you or a family member receiving Medicare calls asking if you've received your new Medicare card? This should be a red flag, as Medicare is not sending out new cards, and Medicare will not contact you to ask you about your card. If you have, or someone you know has received this type of call and they gave out their Medicare number, please contact the South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
And welcome to the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee was a helpful smile in every aisle. Yankton Bucks baseball here on KYNT and KYNT-V. Brayden Butler and myself are in the Fairfield Inn and Suites broadcast booth. Hot breakfast, large family rooms, and a great location can be found at Fairfield Inn and Suites in Yankton at 2607 Broadway Avenue or by calling 605-653-2250. And again, your standings review brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. And Brayden, that win for Yankton, it was one of those situations where you get a win and it's not really going to affect your standings as much. You're not going to really leap anyone probably unless it's really close. But if you would have lost that game, it really would have dropped you.
Yeah, it was very crucial for them in their fight for the upper half, not maybe getting them the upper half, but keeping them close to a top 8 spot. We mentioned in the pregame 7 through 10 right now is very tightly contested. I think they're separated by less than half a seed point between the 4 of them, maybe even going back to 11th and 12th place as well. That's how hotly contested the middle part of this the class is right now. The top 16 teams make a Sodex-style tournament with the top half of them hosting. You want to host that 3-game series coming up May 17th and 18th, so that's going to be big to get as many wins as possible down the stretch here and try to boost that standing and also just gaining momentum as you're heading into postseason play.
All right, let's turn our attention to the pitching mound. And the pitching stat line brought to you by Vision Care Associates. As we turn our vision towards the pitching mound, you should be considering turning your eyes to the experts at Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. Located at 2701 Foxhorn Parkway in Yankton, that's Vision Care Associates. Brayden.
It's the arm that has the most innings pitched of the season for the Bucks on the mound today. That will be Cale Gary. 19 innings over 3 starts, 2 and 2 overall record. One of those he was coming in relief. He's allowed 10 runs, 20 strikeouts for him. He's got a 3.68 ERA, a 1.74 WHIP. He's stranded 16 runners on base and has a batting average allowed of .293. We talked to Drew Lawrence before that him and Mark Cottle are kind of the 2 guys at the top of the rotation right now, but it's a pretty deep rotation, and both of them we're going to see over the course of the 2 games today. Cale Gary going to have a good game on the mound if he wants to match what Mark Cottle did.
All right, thank you, Brayden. And our key player of the game brought to you by Missouri River Associates. And looking for insurance agents that have the knowledge to point you in the right direction? Contact Missouri River Associates in Yankton for Game 2. Brayden, who do we have?
I'm actually going to take a look at Tate Bestie here for Game 2. Moves into center field and also the leadoff hitter here in the second game. So we're kind of doubling down on the leadoff hitters to start here. But Bestie has had some big hits in big moments for the Bucks this season, and especially in that last game. He moves from 5th in the order to the leadoff. He went 3 for 3 with an RBI and a couple stolen bases, so getting that now to the leadoff spot in the order for Tate Bestie. We'll see what he can do from the 1 hole, trying to get on base and set up guys like Cam Schaff, Sheldon, and even Owen Washon in the middle of the order, the real RBI leaders for this team.
All right, we're going to take our break here in the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee was a helpful smile in every aisle. This is Yankton Bucks baseball, Game 2 of this doubleheader around the corner here at Riverside Field on KYNT and KYNT-V.
Is the open road calling your name? Explorers Credit Union is here to put you in the driver's seat of your next adventure with an exclusive auto loan offer. For a limited time, get 1% cash back and reduce your rate by 1% when you purchase or refinance your car with us. Imagine where you could go with extra cash in hand and lower monthly payments. Get pre-approved today and explore the road ahead with confidence. Learn more and apply at explorerscu.com today. All loans are subject to approval. See credit union for details.
At Triple Time Rudy's, not only do you get top-notch fuel to keep you on the move, but it's a destination for delicious local treats. You'll find quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. It's your community's pit stop for more than just fuel. Triple Time Rudy's supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, stop by Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
The mission of State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Hi, I'm Roy Wilcox with State Farm Insurance. We have been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, we're here to help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Give me a call or stop by anytime.
Call Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance today, 665-7140. Find more at roywilcox.com.
The other day, a gal came into the UPS store to drop off a package. On her way out, she noticed the print sample wall and asked if we could print invitations. The answer was, yes, we can. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. For over 7 years now, the UPS store has been helping hundreds of customers with their printing needs. From basic copies to business cards and invitations to posters, we can print them. Stop out and ask about our current print specials and see how we can help with your printing needs.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Women, have you had your annual exam? With May as Women's Health Month, Yankton Medical Clinic OBGYNs remind you to prioritize your health so you can continue focusing on the health of your family. No matter the stage of your journey, pre-pregnancy, pregnancy, motherhood, or menopause, Yankton Medical Clinic OBGYNs are the women's health experts. Call to schedule your annual health check today or visit yanktonmedicalclinic.com to schedule online. So much care, so close to home.
So, you need a new vehicle. What's the best vehicle for you? Where do you get financing? What's your trade worth? Answer all these questions and more at BillionAuto.com. You can compare 16 new car brands and thousands of used vehicles, all in the palm of your hand at BillionAuto.com. Plus, estimate the trade value of your vehicle in 2 easy steps. It's car buying made easy. Apply for credit pre-approval at BillionAuto.com. All applications accepted, not all approved.
Small businesses are neighbors serving neighbors. Passionate people who give our community character and personality. It's why at F&BO, we're passionate about helping you meet every moment at every stage of your business with guidance and solutions to help you take your business where you want it to go. Online and mobile banking, payments, lending, transfers and deposits, all made easy and more secure so you can do more. F&BO, big believers in small business. Member FDIC.
Hello, here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
Whether it's to watch the game, eat out with the family, or hang out with friends, Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is everyone's favorite place to eat. Checkers' menu has mouth-watering burgers, satisfying sandwiches, and wraps, and of course, wings. With 18 specialty wings flavors, there's a sauce for everyone. Like to mix it up? Try their sauce of the month. Head to Checkers Tuesday to Thursday 4 to 11, Friday to Sunday 11 to 11 on Walnut just north of 4th Street in Yankton.
And welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee was a helpful smile in every aisle. Bryce Ladwig and Brayden Butler here. And I want to thank a few of our sportscaster partners, including Pizza Ranch for legendary chicken and the best pizza. It's Yankton Pizza Ranch. It's on Broadway, or you can call 665-1222. And First Chiropractic Center, making life better one adjustment at a time. And Aztec. Aztec of Yankton was founded on innovation and a passion to help their customers. Right now, they are offering a healthy sign-on bonus with great wages and benefits. Build your career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. Aztec is a proud team sponsor for Yankton High School Baseball. And finally, Stockman's Motorsports, your local Polaris dealer with a full lineup of Rangers and Sportsmans. ready to get you in the fields, in the woods, or wherever you like to go. Stockman's Motorsports, proud supporter of all area athletes. All right, and let's get into your vision of the game, brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you, a.k.a. our keys to the game. Brayden, what do you have for us for Game 2 for Yank? Try to get a sweep here.
Well, it was a hot start for the Bats in Game 1, so you might expect just to say keep that going, but there's never a guarantee. The batting any day can be fickle for even the best hitters, so just keeping solid on defense. They were making plays all over the field. I believe almost every Buck in the outfield or in the field was involved in some sort of put-out in Game 1. I'll have to check back the numbers to confirm that, but it's just keeping that consistency out in the field, keeping runners at their bases when they get on base, keeping them off bases entirely with good plays. It's going to be key here in Game 2 if you want to get the sweep in this doubleheader.
Absolutely. And Brayden, I want you to thank a few of our sportscaster partners here, and then we'll take a break, and then we'll come back and we'll get really close to first pitch here for game number 2 here at Riverside Field.
Yeah, we'll start with the Fox Stop. For all your daily convenience and fuel needs, make a stop at the Fox Stop. Buell's Cleaners for rugs, uniforms, linens, and other cleaning services. Go to Buell's in downtown Yankton. Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. And MT&RC Smith Insurance, an independent insurance agency offering you a variety of products for your individual, family, and business needs. Here in KYNT and KYN TV. Gonna go to another break here on the Hy-Vee pregame show, and hopefully we'll get you even closer to first pitch when we return here. KYN TV, Game 2 of this doubleheader between Yankton and Sioux Falls, Washington, coming up around the corner.
The family is getting in the vehicle, going to the Yankton game.
Everyone is decked out in Yankton red, but wait, little Josh has on green.
Oh no. Are we playing Pier?
They'd better stop at JJ Benji's to right that wrong.
JJ Benji's is stocked with Yankton and Mount Marty fan gear in a variety of sizes and styles.
For Bucks, Gazelles, and Lancer fan gear,
you can count on JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street, Yankton. They make you look good.
I am Juan Francisco Duarte, and basketball allows me to show my adventurous spirit. Right after graduating Mount Marty, I was selected to be part of the national basketball team for Colombia. Here, I think, is a great opportunity for me to expand, grow, and also help others to adventure in their journey.
Show your spirit at Mount Marty University and schedule a tour today at showyourspiritmmu.com.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Did you know Sherco offers more than egg tarps? As an industry leader in construction, waste, and flatbed tarping systems, Sherco offers manual and electric tarp systems for not only grain trailers and grain carts, but also side dumps, end dumps, belly dumps, roll-offs, flatbeds, and more. To learn more, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us at Sherco.com. Demand the best, demand Sherco.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411.
Gardening and spring cleaning can give your body a workout, but with the bending, reaching, twisting, and pulling, your body may not be ready. This is Dr. Mackenzie Erlandson from First Chiropractic Centers. To make spring cleaning and gardening less painful, it's important to prepare your body for these activities. Our team of doctors and staff focus not only on pain relief, but also address the underlying causes, such as muscular imbalances, proper techniques, and lack of conditioning. Visit firstchiropracticcenter.com, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Larry's is more than heating and cooling. This is Miles. Let's start with fireplaces. Our showroom in Yankton is the largest and has many different styles of gas fireplaces. Next is duct cleaning. You'll be amazed at how much dust and dirt we pull out of your ducts. That leads into indoor air quality. With high-tech UV lighting, your indoor air will be the cleanest it can be. Or with a humidifier, we can control your entire home's humidity. While we're the best around for heating and cooling, we're pretty great at some other things too. Larry's Heating and Cooling, Yankton and Vermilion.
Are you ready for a hydration revolution? Introducing Ghost Hydration, the ultimate drink to keep you feeling refreshed and revitalized. It's packed with a unique blend of electrolytes and vitamins, giving you the perfect balance to conquer your day. And its variety of mouth-watering flavors will make your taste buds dance with joy. Hitting the gym, going on an adventure, or just need to pick me up? Ghost Hydration has your back. Experience the hydration revolution for yourself. Stay refreshed, stay revitalized, stay ghostly hydrated with Ghost Hydration.
I'm Colby Cookta, one of your Yankton Edward Jones financial advisors. We're all about financial investments, but we also value the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why I'm a proud sponsor of the Yankton Bucks and Gazelles on KYNT. Call 605-665-4567 or visit edwardjones.com for all your investment needs. I'm Colby Cookta, financial advisor Edward Jones Yankton, member SIPC.
Are fine lines and wrinkles making you feel less confident? Imagine a smoother, more radiant you in just one visit. The solution? Botox. Dr. Elwood at Elwood Family Dental Care is trained and experienced in providing cosmetic Botox to reduce fine lines in the facial region. Say goodbye to frown lines, crow's feet, and forehead wrinkles, and rediscover your natural beauty with safe and effective Botox treatment. Contact Elwood Family Dental Care today to schedule a consultation and see if you're a good candidate.
And welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. It's time for your starting lineup. That is brought to you by First Chiropractic Centers, making life better one adjustment at a time. But first, I want to thank our fans of the game, and that's brought to you by Triple Time Rudy's. Whether you're traveling to a home or away game, be sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's, located at 1606 Broadway Avenue. And your umpires of the game are brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the diamond. All right, now your starting lineups. Brayden.
Starting out in the field today for Game 2, a couple changes have been made. It'll be Easton Nelson out in left, Tate Bestie in center, and Caden Hughes in right. Around the horn in the diamond, Samuel Goki at third. Lucas Kamshoff maintains his spot at shortstop. Owen Washon moves to second, and Easton Fieser comes in at first. Gavin Johnson stays behind the plate at catcher, and Cale Gary will be on the mound. That is your battery. Johnson and Kamshoff, the only two players who are in the same spot in Game 2 as they were in Game 1. Leading off here is they take ball one low, showing bunt was Tyler Pankinen. He will be followed by Caden Sporer and Brecken Bittler. Caleb Booman batting fourth, Tommy Boyum batting fifth, Cash Moat in 6th hole, Tommy Peterson 7th, Dylan Bark 8, and Tyler Barnhart in the 9 spot. Quickly a 1-1 count here as that one finds the zone for strike one to Pankinen.
All right, thank you, Brayden. As I work on updating graphics here. All right. And this one is just a floater over to third, and up with it is Goki, and the throw over in time. That's one away.
Big play here to start the game for Samuel Goki. It's a big weekend for the Goki family. Samuel's older brother Joe hit his first career home run for Mount Marty. Happened to be a walk-off 3-run shot in the bottom of inning number 9 to keep them going in the GPAC tournament. So, Goki family, baseball runs in their blood. Samuel Goki now playing third.
Caden Sporer swings through the first pitch from Gary. It's 0-1 count. First pitch temperature was 65 degrees for Game 2. Wind coming from the west around 13 miles per hour. Two hopper over to Owen Washon. Throw over to first is in time. That's 2 away.
Brecken Bittler coming up next. He went 1 for 2 in Game 1, had one of the 2 hits total for Sioux Falls, Washington. He grounded out to second base in the first and then got a single in the fourth.
It's a Bittler right-handed hitter. Cale Gary. A little bit more methodical, as you like to say, Brayden, on the mound. First pitch to him is off of his own shin. It's an 0-1 count.
That can't feel good.
Well, between Cale Gary and John Lent last time did a broadcast here, I was getting frustrated.
John Lent had me waking up having night terrors. The guy was dominant on the mound, and he was writing an essay between every pitch.
Literally. And the 0-1. Gary delivers. In the dirt. Johnson can't block it. Wouldn't matter anyway, but it is a 1-1 count.
don't know if that hit off of Johnson's helmet or the mask of the umpire. Either way, it could have hit both of them. But trying to get him fishing and dropped it a little too low, a little too early.
The 1-1 misses low and away. It's a 2-1 count now to Butler. And now that I say that, Gary actually is working a little faster, as that one is laced up the middle for a single from Brayden Butler. First hit of the game for Sioux Falls Washington. That will bring up Caleb Buman. Or Caleb Booman, rather. And Booman today behind the plate for game number 2. And he'll have one man on first, the left-handed bat.
You know, Brayden Butler has the first hit of both games for Sioux Falls Washington. This one coming much earlier, though, just the third player to take the plate.
First pitch offered at it, tried to stop himself from going around, but it is 0-1. And there's an 0-1 now from Gary. Runner takes off. And, Lucas Kamshaw can't quite hold on to the throw. Gavin Johnson, yes, it was a little low, but pretty accurate for where you want that tag to be, Brayden. Lucas Kamshaw had to move to his left across the bag. I thought he kept the ball. He had the tag, just ball fell out, so it's a stolen base for Sioux Falls Washington. They have a runner in scoring position for Booman, and he fouls this one. It's still 0-2.
You know, Butler showing a little bit of work on the base paths, trying to get the Washington offense started early. When you're held to just 2 hits in game 1 and what ended up being a 10-0 ball game in 5 innings, you want to get back into action early.
And the 0-2 misses on the outside. It's a 1-2 count. And now Gary delivers, misses just outside. It's a 2-2 count now. Gary working from the stretch. And looks back at the runner at second. Yankton enters today with a 90% defensive percentage. And as a strikeout swinging there from Caleb Booman. And that will end the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base for Sioux Falls Washington. Still no scores. We enter the bottom of inning number 1. Want to thank a few of our sportscaster partners, including Explorers Credit Union. Watch the Coaches Show Saturday morning, sponsored by Explorers Credit Union. Explorers Credit Union is here to help with the vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. And Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Yankton Bucks baseball, KYNT and KYNT-TV.
University of South Dakota football and volleyball season tickets are available now. The Coyote football team reached new heights in 2023, totaling 10 wins and hosting 2 home playoff games. South Dakota volleyball continued their tradition of success last season, clinching a share of the regular season Summit League title. Join the party this upcoming season and secure your seats today. For ticket information, visit goyotes.com.
Hey Yankton, graduation is approaching. Have you thought about what you want to do with your future? Maybe some PLC, automations, engineering, maintenance manufacturing. Let Hedro help you build your future, as we are proud partners of Build Dakota. Check with your schools today to find out how to be a part of our future, or contact Evie at 605-668-2344. That's 605-668-2344. Hedro, a story shaped by you.
And welcome back here at Riverside Field. Yankton bats up. And it will be Tate Bestie getting us started here. And on the mound, Aiden Doyle, as What did I just miss? I just looked down.
Hit him in the back of the head.
Oh, okay. Well,
he's okay.
Seems to be okay.
why
I
we
literally
wear-
looked down. You saw me look at my stat sheet. I hear a clank, and then the bat goes flying.
That's why we wear buckets.
All right, hit by a pitch, getting things started early. Tate Bestie takes his bag. Tate Bestie in game 1, 3 singles, 3 hits, of course, obviously, and 1 run scored. Very good first game.
A little peek behind the curtain for everybody at home. When Bryce asked me what happened, my first reaction was to tap the back of my head like anybody watching or listening could see me.
And Bessie takes off first, second, and the ball gets away from Boomin. And so it's a stolen base for Bestie. An 0-1 count at the plate to Lucas Kamshoff. Doyle delivers in the dirt. It's a 1-1 count.
A little more chatter from the Yankton dugout this game, keeping everybody hyped up and involved after a 10-run rule in game 1. They gotta have the spirits high over there.
And Kamshoff, a chopper up the middle, charging it, Bayham, and gets by him. It's a reaching. It will be Lucas Kamshoff. Runners at the corners for the Bucks.
Wonder if they'll call that a fielding error because it went off the glove of the second baseman there. Either way, you got runners at the corner, so it is a way to get on base for Kamshoff and bring up a dangerous hitter.
They are going to assess an error. And so, as you said, Matthew Sheldon out at the plate. And Sheldon, if this one would be fair, it'd be in Nebraska, but it's outside the stadium. Foul, 0-1.
If he hit it straight, it's in Nebraska, but unfortunately he hit it towards Minnesota.
And the 0-1 from Doyle. Nice block behind the plate. And runner takes off as Lucas Kamshoff, as the ball did get away from Bumin very temporarily, but just enough for Lucas Kamshoff to scamper to second. So 2 runners in scoring position for the Bucks. Matthew Sheldon at the plate with a 1-1 count.
Interesting start to this game for the Bucks. As we'll wait for this play to unfold here. Interesting way to start for the Bucks. That one was a foul ball. 2 runners on, both in scoring position, 2 stolen bases, but no official hits yet for Yankton.
You know what? Matthew Sheldon's going to park this one over the fence.
I like how we went from earlier today, you saying no home runs, to now calling your shot for the 3rd home run of the day.
Okay, I will. In my defense, the wind was
wind was ridiculous. It almost blew me off of our tower in left center.
And that's very dangerous because something could get hurt, like the camera.
I'm replaceable. That camera ain't.
It's a 1-2 count to Matthew Sheldon.
There will be another me. There won't be another outfield camera.
And a strikeout. Matthew Sheldon set down. Hard fastball on the outside. And that'll bring up Owen Wishon. Wishon had a really nice game. Well, so did everyone, but 2 for 2, 2 runs scored, 2 RBIs in game 1 as he takes a ball to begin. 1-0.
He also drew a walk in that first game, and that was one of the runs he came around on. Extra base hit with that double in the first inning of the last game as well. So, like you said, everybody had a really good game 1 for Yankton, but Wishon was one of the guys who maybe had the best in game 1.
And it's a chopper over to third. And up with it is a Bark. Sends it home to Bumin, and he gets the tag on Tate Bestie. And that is 2 away.
It's a 5-2 fielder's choice. I believe was what they're going to call that one. It gets Wishon to first. In the confusion as well, Kamshoff scooted over to third, so you still got runners at the corners here.
I was really struggling to say Bumin. There's like 3 guys in the Sioux Falls Washington roster that are making my job very difficult. And I've been doing this for like 7 years. And 2 outs now. Doyle delivers, runner goes. They are going to throw, but they're going to try to cut it off, and they actually Coach Drew Lawrence keeps Lucas Kamshoff at third anyway. It'll be a stolen base there for Washawn. So both runners in scoring position for the Bucks. And at the plate, Easton Fieser did not play in game 1. And getting a hot start here in game 2. He sends it out toward right center, but a nice defensive play out there from Sporer. Moved to his left, really had to get a move on, and caught it with a little bit of an outreach there by the warning track. So 2 runners are left on for Yankton, and no hits. And there was 1 error and no runs. That will end the first. We go to the top of inning number 2 with still no score. That's your scoreboard update, and that is brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Colby Cookta. To win at sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Contact Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Back in 60 seconds, this is Yankton Bucks baseball.
Medicare coverage is not a one-size-fits-all coverage. Do you like to travel? Are you wanting to spend your winters down south? Or just spend some time with your grandkids? Make sure you choose a plan that fits your needs and will travel with you. Visit Julie at Missouri River Associates to review your upcoming Medicare or your current needs. That's Julie at Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Attention homeowners, if you've been on the fence about selling, I'd love the opportunity to sit and visit with you. With low inventory, now would be a good time to call me, Deb Speck at Vision Real Estate. I'll provide you with a free market analysis and a no-pressure approach. Call me at 605-664-5555 to find out if now is the right time to make a move.
Welcome back to Riverside Field. Sioux Falls Washington to bat for the second time in the game. And it will be Tommy Boyum to get us started here. Gil Gary on the mound, had a clean first inning. And this one is sent out toward left, and diving after it is Easton Nelson, showing the leather out there in left. Well, clean, I meant no runs. He did give up 1 hit in the top of the first.
You know, Boyum, that's just been the story of his day so far. Went 0 for 2 in game 1. Both of them were flyouts to the outfield, and he starts it with an F7 here in game 2. Great play out in left, though, by Easton Nelson. That's just it's more unfortunate for Boyum than anything else.
And a strike comes in. It's actually Cash Mott at the plate, right-handed hitter.
Mott did not play in game 1.
This one in the dirt. It's a 1-1 count for Kilgary. And the 1-1.
You mentioned it earlier on, but Kilgary is working pretty fast on the mound. Different pace than we saw last time we were watching him pitch here, I believe, against O'Gorman. That one's in there for strike 2.
2-2 count now to Mott. Kilgary delivers. And chopper over to Lucas Kamshoff at short. Throws it over to Fieser and gets him in time. That's 2 away here. Top of inning number 2.
That was loud off the bat for just to be a ground ball to Lucas Kamshoff there. Got too much on top of it. Hit the right part of the bat, I believe. Just topped over it and rolled it over to Kamshoff at short.
Tommy Peterson up for the Warriors.
Peterson also did not play in game 1. He's playing out in right field here game 2.
Takes a ball on the inside. It's a 1-0 count.
I don't know. What do you say?
And the 1-0. This one hit hard out toward left. Going back, though, is Nelson. Dies in the wind a bit and gloves it for the 3rd out. So fly out to left ends the top of inning number 2. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on. Still no score. Yankton Bats coming up next. Thanks to First Dakota National Bank. For more than 150 years, they've been providing South Dakota families and businesses just like yours with personalized banking services. And Truxedo, a real truck company. And America's Best Realty. Tired of renting or apartment living? Ready to upgrade or own your own home? Call America's Best Realty at 260-1600 and unlock the American dream. and Yankton Medical Clinic. So much care, so close to home. Back in 30 seconds, this is Yankton Bucks Baseball, KYNT and KYNT TV.
Traveling to Yankton for business or pleasure? Then book your stay at Yankton's two best hotels, the Fairfield Inn and Suites and Holiday Inn Express. Both are conveniently located to everything in Yankton. Both offer complimentary hot breakfasts and meeting rooms for business travelers. And if you want a great rate and still be able to change your reservation without a hassle, call either hotel direct. The Fairfield and Holiday Inn Express, two great hotel choices when visiting or arranging rooms for guests to Yankton.
All right, so is that Bryce Crawl down there, Brayden?
I'm 90% sure it's Bryce Crawl. I'm less convinced on the guy next to him. For those at home, we've been trying to figure out, there's a couple, recognize them as Yankton Bucks at the high school level and other athletics. They're talking to the Bucks players near the dugout. We're trying to figure out exactly who it is, but back out of the field of play, it's Samuel Goki leading off, and he's working in a 1-1 count. I know that's Bryce Crawl. It kind of looks like Shaler Platt next to him.
Is it Big Diesel?
I don't. Maybe I'm just judging from the crew cut and the shades.
Just personality-wise. And the 1-1's is swinging over for Samuel Goki. It's a 1-2 count now.
Someone find out. If anyone down there happens to also be listening on KYN TV, let us know who those guys are.
And this one is popped up in foul territory. Third baseman Bark going after it. Loves it. That's one away. So pop out to third. And that brings up Easton Nelson, his first at-bat of the day.
Looking at Nelson on the season, 10 games played, 29 plate appearances, batting under 200, but he has an OBP around 500, 3 hits, 6 runs, 5 walks drawn. So he's been patient at the plate, just hasn't been able to really get the bat going here as of late.
Takes a ball and then swings through the next pitch. Got a little bit of it, hits the net, or the backstop rather, and it's a 1-1 count now.
You got to think with Nelson, too, and with a lot of these guys, not the largest sample size. If they're multi-sport athletes, which I believe Nelson also part of the track and field team, if memory serves me correct. So when you have a bad couple games, but those are the only games you play, it really affects your numbers.
So a 2-1 count now to Nelson at the plate.
It's a long roundabout way of saying don't let the numbers fool you. Easton Nelson's a good ball player.
And pitch misses high now, 3-1 from Doyle. And 3-1 hard cut from Nelson, but he misses, and it's now a full count at the plate.
So last inning we had a Washington player saying, "What do we say?" And now someone on the Bucks is saying, "What do you say?" What is anybody saying? As Nelson takes ball 4.
So Nelson draws a walk, and that will bring up Caden Hughes in his first at bat today. Playing right field for the Bucks today.
Hughes on the season across 7 games played has 23 at bats. 130 batting average, trying to get that up. 3 hits, but 2 of those have been for extra bases and 3 RBIs. So when he's come up to the plate, when he's able to get contact, he puts it in good spots. Just all about settling in and finding a pitch he likes.
Pitch misses on the inside, reaches the backstop, and heading for second is Nelson. Rounds a bit and heads back to second now. So advancing 90 feet. And now Yankton has the go-ahead run in scoring position. 1-0 count to Hughes.
Hughes batting out of the 8th spot today. Gavin Johnson on deck will round out the order and bring it back to the top with Tate Bestie if it gets to him.
This one misses away. It's a 2-0 count. And the 2-0 from Doyle. High and inside. Ball misses against a 3-0 count now.
Expect Hughes to be taking all the way here in a 3-0.
Hughes steps out temporarily, takes a couple practice cuts, gathers himself, and steps back in. Is he taking the pitch? Taking all the way. It's a called strike, 3-1.
If he does get a walk here, it'd be his 4th of the season. Which is a lot of the Bucks right now are around that 4 to 6 range. Frankie Intveld, the outlier, with 11 walks drawn this season, leading the team by more than double the second place guy.
The 3-1, And call strike on the outside now. Now the count is full to Caden Hughes. And now Doyle checking over on the runner and delivers the payoff pitch. Call strike on the inside. Caden Hughes set down on strikes looking. And that brings up Gavin Johnson.
Mentioned Johnson coming into this doubleheader had a .500 batting average, actually the highest on the team. Did go down in game 1, ended up 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout. But when that bat's been working, it's been working very well for Johnson.
Pitch in the dirt, 1-0.
Still got a runner at second base, Easton Nelson. He's got wheels on the base paths. You can tell by the amount of times Doyle's checking him at second, making sure he stays close to the bag. As Doyle's coming set, he's staring down the runner at second.
And delivers the 1-0 in the dirt. It's a 2-0 count now.
And that's something where I don't want to call it paranoia, but there's the mentality of having somebody on second base. You can take your focus away from the catcher, away from the glove, and sometimes you miss your spot. Like Doyle ended up doing on that last pitch.
Stepping off the mound is Doyle. And now Doyle again on the mound. Gets set. Delivers. Pitch misses low and inside again, and that would be... Oh, scoreboard must have been wrong. 3-0 count now.
Johnson presumably taken all the way.
And you are correct. Takes a strike on the outside, 3-1.
Even heard it from the Yankton dugout there. Got to be perfect. Unless it's middle, belt high, right where you want it. You aren't taking that bat off your shoulders in a 3-0 count. That's just the way this team is taught and coached.
3-1. Call strike again, though. Gavin Johnson takes that one. And now is no longer a hitter's count. Count is full.
3-2 with 2 down. You got to presume Nelson's going to be going on action from the pitcher.
And it's chopper up the middle, going after it. Boyum, the throw won't be in time, and Nelson is being sent home. Heads up and aggressive base running. That's the marquee factor for Yankton baseball, and they take a 1-0 lead. Nice hustle down the first baseline from Gavin Johnson. He'll have a courtesy runner coming in for him as well, and that will be Austin Goebel. He can ask for a faster courtesy runner.
And more speed on the base paths, but Nelson was going on the pitch there in a 3-2 count with 2 down, and I'm not saying he wouldn't have made it all the way around to home if he hadn't started there, but that definitely gave him the jump he needed and the confidence for Lawrence to send him from third.
And a quick look over toward first to Goebel. And at the plate right now is Tate Bestie, hit by a pitch in his first at-bat. And lines this one down the third baseline, left field line rather, is fair. And Austin Goebel's streak of lightning going from first to third. And it's Tate Bestie with a double. What a hit. And did you see how fast Goebel, rarely do we actually get to see Goebel just unleash full speed.
Yeah, he was moving and grooving from first base there. We talked last year, Cody Oswald was the guy we always brought up. How fast can he get a triple, get around the base pads? Goebel's that guy this year. Now he's coming home on a wild pitch.
And it's 2-0 Yankton. As Goebel's heads up and aggressive base running scores. And Lucas Kamshoff had to play with a 1-0 count. And Kamshoff check swing, and ball gets by the catcher again, and that will bring in the run, Tate Bestie. So it's 3-0 Yankton. So Washington giving Yankton some runs here.
3 runs on only 2 hits. Back-to-back wild pitches have brought runs across the plate. And the only bright side here for Doyle is now the bases are empty, so all your focus can go to the player at the plate with Lucas Kamshoff. You need all your attention on Kamshoff.
And chop foul. It's a 2-1 count to Kamshoff. Hit a home run in his first at-bat of game 1.
Yeah, home run in the first inning. He was the first hit of the game, and then a walk and a double. So he went 2 for 2. 3 runs scored in game 1.
2-1, a little bit on the inside. Got Kamshoff to back up a bit, but it is called strike. It's a 2-2. Kamshoff take a hard cut on one on the outside. Count remains.
I think it initially knocked off a home plate before bouncing up near his ribs, but looks to be okay.
And the 2-2 from Doyle. Inside. It's a tough take, and Sioux Falls Washington does the classic, let's all take 3 steps toward the dugout. Call a ball move. So count is full.
Flashbacks to last game, Mark Cottle and the Bucks had it, I believe, 2 different occasions to the same batter in the second or third inning where they thought they got the final out or what was enough for the final out.
Yeah, umpires love that.
Umpires love when the team starts walking off the field before they call ball or strike.
Payoff pitch number 1 is sent foul about 2,000 miles per hour toward the visiting dugout. And payoff pitch number 2 coming up to Kamshoff. Check swing, ball taken high. It's a walk issued. And that brings up Matthew Sheldon. Reached on an error in his first at-bat. And we will have a mound visit for Sioux Falls, Washington. I realize, Brayden, in game 1, we didn't give Gavin Johnson some of the credit he deserves. He has some big blocks. And that's brought to you by H&R Block. Open year-round, providing bookkeeping, payroll, and tax services. Call 665-3366. And, Brayden, why don't you go ahead and thank a few of our sportscaster partners.
Yeah, we'll start with Aztec of Yankton. They are founded on innovation and a passion to help their customers. Right now they're offering a healthy sign-on bonus with great wages and benefits. Build your career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. They're the proud team sponsor for Yankton High School Baseball. Also, Midwest Insurance Agency. See Travis and Whitney Devine at Midwest Insurance for your farm, home, and auto insurance needs. Call today to set up an appointment. Avera, moving health forward, and One Office Solution, the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. One Office Solution located next to Pizza Ranch on Broadway in Yankton.
Matthew Sheldon at the plate. Let Lucas Kamshoff leading off first. And Doyle checks and delivers. Bit inside, it's a 1-0 count. And now Doyle from the stretch. And a balk called by John Thayer, and also called one in the first game.
And I was wondering there because Doyle's been getting antsy on the mound, looking at some of these runners on the base paths, and he's been stepping off a little weird. So I've been waiting for it. I know that, well, obviously with the one getting called in the first game, you know this umpire crew is on top of that call and got one here.
And a late cut from Matthew Sheldon and a high fastball. Count is 1-1. So Kamshoff, of course, moves 90 feet into scoring position for the Bucks. And chopper up the middle. Up with it is Butler, and the throw over in time. It's a 6-3 put out for Matthew Sheldon. But after the bottom half of inning number 2, there is 3 runs on 2 hits and no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Again, your score 3-0 entering the top of inning number 3. That's your scoreboard update brought to you by Alani New Energy Drinks. Wellness should feel good and taste good, which is why Alani New Energy Drinks should be a part of your daily routine. Increase physical performance and boost focus with just 10 calories, no sugar or gluten. Alani New Energy Drinks are a healthy way to fuel your fun. Back in 60 seconds, Yankton Bucks baseball, KYNT and KYNT TV.
Get it cleaned with Buell's.
Dress shirts, suits, dresses, coats. At Buell's, they specialize in dry cleaning and pressing. You can pick it up or even have it delivered.
Got a tough stain you're worried about getting out? Leave it to Buell's. They're experts in getting out those nasty stains.
Do you wash your own comforter? If you really want it clean, let Buell's do it. Their large-size washers are perfect for comforters.
If you need it clean, take it to Buell's. 444 West 3rd, Yankton.
Boston Shoes to Boots is proud to support Yankton High School Athletics. Boston Shoes to Boots is your headquarters for quality and comfortable shoes for the whole family. From athletics and work boots to sandals and dress, we have you covered by our popular brands like Brooks, New Balance, Birkenstock, Red Wing, Keen, and so many more. Shop our location downtown at 313 Cedar Street or visit us online at bostonshoestoboots.com. Boston Shoes to Boots, your footwear expert since 1915.
Dylan Bark, right as we rejoin the action, grounds out to shortstop Lucas Kamshoff, or a 6-3 putout. And that brings up Tyler Barnhart with one away here at the top of inning number 3. Yanks with a 3-0 lead. I bring in the one, the only, Brayden Butler.
There's not many like me, that's for sure. Swung on a missed strike one there to Barnhart. This is the 9th batter that Cale Gary has faced. He's gotten 7 of the first 8 out. 0-1 in there for strike 2, and Barnhart finds himself in a quick hole. The designated hitter here out of the 9 spot. Bring up Tyler Pankinen in the 1 hole. He's on deck. The 0-2. Swung on down the third base line. Goki up with it. Fires across the diamond. Stretch from Feeser at first. In there in time. That is a 5-3 put out, so a couple ground outs to the left side of the infield to start here. Brings up the top of the order with Tyler Pankinen.
The wind has officially just died now, Brayden.
It is definitely calmed down. Makes all the tape I used on the camera out in the outfield seem a little useless now.
You can never have too much gaffer tape.
Especially when it's as windy as it was at the start. First pitch misses for a ball to Pankinen. Ground out and a fly out in the first game. And then out to start this one is the leadoff hitter. That one's in there for strike 1. It's a 1-1 count now to him. If he's able to get on base, that's Caden Sporer on deck and Brayden Butler in the hole. Strike 2. 1-2 count now to Pankinen. Gary's not wasting much time on the mound. He steps on the rubber and he goes. The 1-2. Bouncer back on the middle over Gary. Scooped up at second by Washawn. He fires over. Scoop. Not in time. Pankinen was able to beat it out. The way that ball bounced off the bat of Pankinen just was a tough play. Got caught in no man's land between the pitcher and second baseman, and Washawn wasn't able to get it over in time. Good speed from Pankinen as well. Beats out an infield single.
Yeah, that was a tough ask right there. You get to have just an absolute missile going from second to first, which a very strong throw, but.
This one immediately lined into left center field, gets over Kamshoff's head and down for a base hit. Nelson scoops it up in left, throw into Kamshoff. We're going to have runners at the corners after a back-to-back singles. Sporer advances Pankinen into third, and that brings up Brayden Butler, who singled back in the first inning and stole a base.
Sioux Falls Washington starting to wake up offensively here.
Cale Gary taking his time now. This one popped up behind the dugout and out of play. That goes off the roof, I think just to our right here in the broadcast booth, brought to you by Fairfield Inn and Suites.
I would have caught it.
Why didn't you?
Because there's a tin roof above us.
Should have jumped through it.
Yeah.
Runner goes for second, throw down. Cut off by Washawn to keep the runner from going home. No, a good pass Washawn. He went to Kamshoff. They faked me out, and the tag is in there in time at second, and that ends the top half of inning number 3. One runner gets stranded for Sioux Falls, Washington. No runs come across, no errors as well. 2 hits for the Warriors. Thank you to a couple of our Sportscaster Club members, starting with Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the service experts at Graham Tire because they do more than sell tires. Graham Tire of Yankton, your auto service and tire store next door. FNBO, the Great Big Small Bank, for more than 165 years, they've been with you where you are. UPS Store, offering packing and shipping, plus printing services, mailboxes, and direct mail services. Helping small businesses reach their goals in Yankton, across from Walmart and Yankton Thrive. There's a thriving business economy here in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses, from retail to manufacturing, is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to YanktonSD.com. We go to the bottom of inning number 3 in a 3-0 ball game. Owen Washawn to lead off for the Bucks when we return on KYNT and KYNT TV. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
You can help us promote Yankton. I'm Nancy Winandy from Yankton Thrive. Be a champion for Yankton. Share with people you meet how great Yankton is. Tell them about our wonderful recreational areas, incredible schools, fun events, and plentiful jobs. All of that, plus being a safe and friendly city, make Yankton a great place to live and thrive. Encourage them to visit the Yankton Thrive website, yanktonsd.com, for all the information they need to make Yankton home.
It's harmonizing.
I guess we should get back to broadcasting now. Owen Washon steps in, leading off this half inning. Bucks lead 3-0. Washon trying to start the charge to increase that lead. Takes ball one low. Washon reached on a 5-2 fielder's choice and stole a base back in inning number 1. Was then stranded at second. 1-0 pitch to him. That one was high and tight. Ducked out of the way. Yankton dugout let their feelings about it be known a little bit. all in good fun. They know it wasn't intentional. The 2-0 misses inside as well. 3-0. Count to Washon, most likely taking all the way, and he will take that one inside corner for strike one. 3-1. Washon gets a little too far into this one. It's going to be shallow right field. Second baseman getting underneath of it, and he will glove it for out number 1. That goes a pop out to the second baseman and brings up Easton Fieser. Fieser stepping up to the plate. Flew out in his first at-bat. Fieser on the season came in with a .333 batting average. He takes ball one high and away. Across 49 plate appearances, 429 on base, 905 OPS. Had 14 hits, which was third most on the team coming in, and 4 of them for extra bases. Pops that one up and out of play. 1-1 count now to Fieser. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out to the 2-hole hitter of this inning. 5 in the official order. Samuel Goki rounds out the 3-batter minimum. He's coming up next. Swung on and missed for strike 2 to Fieser. The 1-2 on its way outside for a ball. 2-2 count now to the left-handed hitter. Fieser, one of a couple lefties on this Yankton team. Evan Sirk and Austin Goebel come to mind as well as Fieser sends this one back up the middle. Shortstop gets to it, up with it, over to first, in time, just in the nick of time. 6-3 put out, sets down Easton Fieser and brings up Samuel Goki.
Popped out to third in his first at-bat.
Goki coming in today was a .280 hitter, 438 on base, and a .718 OPS. First pitch swinging, and it's an infield pop-up, second baseman underneath of it, and that will do it for the inning as we go to the top of the 4th. No hits, no runs, no errors. Nobody left on base for Yankton. We head to the top of inning number 4, 3-0 your score here on KYNT and KYN-TV. Scoreboard update brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Colby Cookta. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Contact Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Cale Gary still on the mound. He will come back when we return here on KYNT and KYN-TV. We'll be back in 60 seconds with the top of the 4th.
Hey, why are you in the garage?
This storm is bad. I'm worried about the garage doors.
Come on, what could happen?
A lot. Hail could dent the doors. Like that. And high winds could bend the doors or even break them. Like that.
So when that happens, what happens?
You call Upper Midwest Garage Door.
Upper Midwest Garage Door offers reliable storm damage repair for residential and commercial doors. We're an authorized Clopay dealer serving eastern South Dakota. Visit us at uppermidwestgaragedoor.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MTRC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
As times change, technology changes. Don't be left behind.
Welcome back in here. KYNT, KYNT-TV as we return. It was a ground out to the second baseman for Brayden Butler to lead off. He'll be followed by Caleb Booman at the plate. Booman struck out back in inning number 1. Cale Gary into his 4th inning of work. Slot a couple hits, but he stranded everybody on base so far that's been able to get on the paths. It's a 2-0 count now to Booman. Swung on and foul tipped. 2-1 count now to Booman. After Booman, it would bring up Tommy Boyum. Boyum is the 3-batter minimum, with Butler leading off and grounding out. The first pitch he saw, too, in this one. 3-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. Count goes full. See with a 3-2 payoff pitch. Outside for a ball. Booman will take first base on a walk, and that'll bring up Tommy Boyum. It's the first walk of the day issued for Cale Gary, and Booman will get a courtesy runner for him. That'll be Jacob Cruz. Cruz to courtesy run. He steps over to first. Into the box goes Boyum. Gary checks the runner at first. He's working on the stretch now, working off the left side of the mound. Johnson set up pretty well in the middle, maybe a bit inside, and gets him swinging strike 1. Oh, 1 count. Gary set on the mound. He's ready to go. He's already getting the signal from Johnson as Boyum steps into the box. Gary checks the runner at first. Now comes set. Sneaks another glance. And one more. Now fires home. 0-1 on the outside half. Strike 2. Beautiful night for baseball here at the ballpark. Riverside Field, one of the most picturesque facilities in South Dakota. Runner goes for second. Throw down, goes off the mound. There was a punch out on the play, so they get the strikeout at the plate. Throw down went off the pitcher's mound, so it did not get to anybody at the second base bag. So that will be a stolen base for Jacob Cruz, who's running for Caleb Booman. That brings up Cash Mott, excuse me. Cash grounded out to the shortstop in his first at-bat. Another grounder to shortstop Kamshoff. He has to stop the momentum. He's just going to hold on to it. Saving a run by being able to get across to his right and gloving it, but not able to make a play at first. So that will be a single. Brings up Tommy Peterson. Peterson flew out to left field in his first at-bat. Came back in the second inning. Peterson, first pitch to him low from Gary, ball 1. Runners at the corners now. It's Mott on first and Cruz on third. The 1-0. Sent back up the middle in the air. Getting under it is Tate Bestie, and he will glove it for the final out. That strands 2 runners on base. No runs come across, no errors, and 1 hit for Sioux Falls, Washington in the top half of inning number 4. That will bring us to the bottom of the inning here on KYNT and KYNT-TV. We go to the bottom of the 4th. I want to thank a couple of Sportscaster Club members for helping make this broadcast possible. Starting with Northtown Automotive, your local Chevrolet, Buick, and GMC dealer. Visit northtownusa.com. Also, FloorTech. With your home or floor is wet, call FloorTech 665-4839. Sherco, a proud supporter of Yankton Sports. We need to be sure. Make it Sherco And Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance. They've been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, they hope you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Roy Wilcox State Farm is a proud supporter of Yankton Athletics. We go to the bottom of inning number 4 in the Yankton Bucks bats. They lead 3-0 when we return here on KYNT, KYN TV. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
You feel awful. Stuffy nose, then runny nose. Sniffles too. You don't know what to take to make yourself feel better. At Yankton Rexall, when you feel under the weather, we want to help. But there are a lot of over-the-counter choices. Some may even interfere with the daily medications you're taking. The Yankton Rexall staff is there to help you make the best choice for your health. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923.
First pitch of the inning goes off the knee of Easton Nelson. Smiling as he went to first base. I smile away the pain because that hurt my knee up here. You could hear it off the side of the leg of Nelson. He's going to get hit by a pitch and take first base. That brings up Caden Hughes. Hughes struck out in his first at-bat. Second at-bat of the day, did not have an appearance in game 1. Nelson takes off for second as Hughes lays the bunt down, gets back to the first base, to the pitcher, throw over to first. Nelson digging for third, throw over, not in time. So Nelson will get from first to third on the bunt from Caden Hughes. Hughes will go out on a 1-3 putout. But now a runner 90 feet away with just one down in the inning. That brings up Gavin Johnson. Showing the speed there, Easton Nelson, and also just the aggressive base running mentality of this Yankton Bucks team. Gavin Johnson to the plate now. RBI in his first at-bat, looking for a second one here. Takes strike 1. It was an RBI single. Austin Goebel courtesy ran for him and came around to score after that single. Second pitch inside for a ball, gets away from the catcher, but able to corral it. 1-1 count now. The 1-1 on its way. Check swing. Waiting on the ruling for the home plate official. It's a 1-2 count, so it did get a piece of it there. Foul tipped back into the backstop. The 1-2 to Johnson, low and away, takes it for ball 2. It's 2-2 count now to the catcher. Johnson at the plate. Easton Nelson on third. Tate Bestie, top of the order on deck. Cam Schaff in the hole. 2-2. In there for strike 3. Johnson didn't like the call, but he's going to accept it and head back to the bench and bring up Tate Bestie. Bestie stepping in here. Hit by pitch and got stranded at third base, and then a double came around to score. And this one a hot shot down the left field line, but pulled that one a little too far. That's foul near the bullpens. Loud way to go 0-1 for Bestie here. 2 down in the inning. 3-0 Yankton leads. This one back into the netting. Another foul ball from Bestie. 0-2 count now. 0-2 count, 2 down. Easton Nelson on third after he was able to scoot from first to third on a sacrifice bunt by Caden Hughes. The 0-2 swung on, chopper into foul territory, scooped up by Drew Lawrence in the third base coach's box. Count remains 0-2. Doyle out of the windup. Plunks Tate Bestie there. Second time today he's been hit by a pitch. And that's got runners at the corners now for Yankton here with Lucas Kamshoff at the plate. Tense moment on the mound now for Doyle. One of the biggest power threats, if not the biggest power threat the Bucks have to offer, is at the plate. Matthew Sheldon on deck is another one, so can't really walk the bases loaded here. Runner takes off for second in Tate Bestie. No throw down, so strike 1 called. It's going to be a steal for Bestie as he gets to second. 2 runners in scoring position now for Lucas Kamshoff. Doyle winds up, Kicks and deals. That one low in the dirt. Scooped up, though, as it got away from the catcher Booman for a moment. Both runners stay at second and third. 1-1 count now. Doyle deals. Kamshoff back up the middle. Center fielder able to get under it, though. Hard hit, but right at the center fielder. And that will do it for inning number 4 here on KYNT and KYN TV. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 runners left on base, as both were hit by a pitch to reach base in the 4th. That scoreboard update brought to you by Alani New Energy Drinks. Wellness should feel good and taste good, which is why Alani New Energy Drinks should be part of your daily routine. Increase physical performance and boost focus with just 10 calories, no sugar or gluten. Alani New Energy Drinks are a healthy way to fuel your fun. The Warriors bats coming back when we return on KYNT and KYN TV. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Save big Wednesday through Tuesday at Hy-Vee. Just Fair chicken breast, just $3.77. That's right, just $3.77. Buy 2, get 1 free on select Coke products. Hy-Vee coffee, just $3.99. Dole chopped salad kits, just $2.99. Hy-Vee pasta, just 97 cents. And Jack's Pizza, 3 for only $10. Stock up and save Wednesday through Tuesday, only at Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply. Want to take the hassle out of servicing your heating or cooling system? Then sign up for the Kaiser Signature Membership Program. This is Chris Frick with Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Not only will you get peace of mind knowing your units are being serviced regularly, but being a Kaiser Signature member gives you priority service, a discount on parts and labor, and no overtime rates. Take comfort and let our qualified professional technicians keep you running.
Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton.
Welcome back in here, top of inning number 5 on KYNT and KYN TV. The Bucks hold a 3-0 lead over Sioux Falls, Washington. They took game 1 10-0 through 5 innings. First pitch from Gary is in there for strike 1. Second pitch misses inside for a ball. The 1-1 count now. Gary working out of the windup. Works to the left side of the rubber. Leaves that one low for a ball. It's a 2-1 count now from Cale Gary. This one sent out to right center field. Giving chase is Tate Bestie, and what a grab from Bestie. Full extension. Looked a little bit like the Jumpman logo. And then went down to the grass, but he was able to bring it in for out number 1. That'll set down Dylan Bark and bring up Tyler Barnhart. Also want to say Tucker Barnhart there, catcher in the MLB. Most notably in my mind for the Reds, but I know he's bounced around. This one, grounder back to Gary on the mound. He scoops it up, fires over to first. 2 up, 2 down for Cale Gary here in the top of inning number 5. It's a 1-3 put out and brings up the top of the order with Tyler Pankinen.
Number 2. Left field number 7, Tyler Pankinen.
Pankinen 1 for 2 on the day, singled in the 3rd inning. Cale Gary, first pitch, bounces away. Ball 1. And the throw back to Gary goes and gets away from him. No runners on, so no damage being done, but still not something you like to see if you're a coach. It's the little things. The 1-0 from Gary. Check swing there. Actually went to the field of play. Gary's going to scoop it up and flip it over to Feeser at first. In there in time. Back-to-back 1-3 putouts. Ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no runs, no errors, no runners left on base. We head to the bottom half of inning number 5 when we return on KYNT. We want to give a thank you to a couple of our Sportscaster Club members, starting with Pizza Ranch. For legendary chicken and the best pizza, it's Yankton Pizza Ranch. They're on Broadway or over the phone at 665-1222. First Chiropractic Center, making life better one adjustment at a time. Aztec of Yankton, they were founded on innovation and a passion to help their customers. Right now they're offering a healthy sign-on bonus with great wages and benefits. Build your career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. Aztec is the proud team sponsor for Yankton High School Baseball. and Stockman's Motorsports, your local Polaris dealer with a full lineup of Rangers and Sportsmen ready to get you in the fields, in the woods, or wherever you like to go. Stockman's Motorsports is a proud supporter of all area athletes. Looking out here on the mound, we are going to get a new pitcher in play for Sioux Falls, Washington. So that pitching change will be brought to you by Hedro, one of Yankton's biggest and best employers. When you're ready for a break, looking for a new career direction, visit jobs.hedro.com. We'll tell you what it is when we return on KYNT and KYNT TV. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
If you're like a lot of South Dakotans, you've made a purchase online for services or products and have had no issues. Unfortunately, scammers view the internet as their playground, and they're constantly deploying new scams to attempt to take your hard-earned funds. Fraudulent websites have grown by leaps. Consumers and businesses need to check all aspects of a website before making any type of purchase. Questions regarding this scam should be directed to South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
The other day, a guy came into the UPS store to pick up some blueprints we had printed for him. While we were finishing up the order, he asked about business cards as he was about out of his current supply. Hi, this is Doug at the UPS store in Yankton and Vermilion. We all have various printing needs, and the UPS store is here to help. Stop into our locations in Yankton or Vermilion and ask about our current print specials. Oh, the gentleman from earlier? We had new business cards ready for him the very next business day.
Welcome back in here. KYNT, KYNT-TV, the bottom of inning number 5. Matthew Sheldon at the plate. It's 3-0 here in the bottom of the 5th. We entered the 5th inning of the first game. We saw a walk-off home run. It made the game 10-0 from Trey Sager.
Yeah, good luck topping that.
Yeah, unless they invent the 7-run home run in the next 5 seconds, I don't think that's going to happen with Matthew Sheldon at the plate.
If you reach the shore of Nebraska,
you win.
You just win.
If you hit it across the Missouri River, which is a while. 1-0. This one popped up left center field. Doesn't have to carry for a home run, but it might drop. It will be gloved, though, by the left fielder. Good coverage there out in left field by Pankinen. Is the first out of the inning as he gloves it. Goes for an F7. Brings up Owen Washon. 0 for 2 on the day. Reached on a fielder's choice in the first inning and popped out to the second baseman in the third. Did steal a base after reaching in the first. 0 for 2 with a steal officially. Strike one in there. Oh, 1 now from Barnhart on the mound. This one popped up center field. Getting under it, though, is the center fielder. And it will be gloved for out number 2. Owen Washon with a fly out to center. Brings up Easton Fieser. Should take care of housekeeping on the mound after that pitching change for Sioux Falls, Washington is Tyler Barnhart.
And Aiden Doyle's final pitching line, 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, 3 runs, none of them earned, 4 walks, and 3 strikeouts.
That one pop up in the infield. And that will be caught by the third baseman for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down out of the pen for Tyler Barnhart. And we go to the top of inning number 6. No hits, no runs, no errors, nobody left on base. 3-0 your score. Yankton leads heading to the top half of inning number 6. That scoreboard update brought to you by Alani New Energy Drinks. Bonus should feel good and taste good, which is why Alani New Energy Drink should be part of your daily routine. Increase physical performance, boost focus with just 10 calories, no sugar or gluten. Alani New Energy Drinks are a healthy way to fuel your fun. We'll come back with the top half of the 6 when we return on KYNT and KYNT-TV. We'll be back in 60 seconds.
Is it the competition that keeps bringing you back? The long-standing rivalries? Or is it seeing friends again and cheering on your favorite team? At First Dakota, we're here for it all. We appreciate the fans, the players, the coaches and officials, the concessions crew. The shared community experience is part of what makes life here great, and we're here for it. See you at the game. First Dakota National Bank, member FDIC.
Women
Have you had your annual exam? With May as Women's Health Month, Yankton Medical Clinic OBGYNs remind you to prioritize your health so you can continue focusing on the health of your family. No matter the stage of your journey, pre-pregnancy, pregnancy, motherhood, or menopause, Yankton Medical Clinic OBGYNs are the women's health experts. Call to schedule your annual health check today or visit yanktonmedicalclinic.com to schedule online. So much care, so close to home.
Immediately a single to right field by KYNT Sports as we get started here in the top half of inning number 6. 3-0, Yankton leads, trying to hold on to it as we send in Bryce Ladwig to bring us home down the stretch.
Brayden Butler now at the plate. A single and a ground out to second base in this game, and now a single out to left as you just hear the crack of the bat. So back-to-back singles for Sioux Falls Washington.
And that brings a tying run to the plate here late on. So this is going to be a big moment for Cale Gary trying to work out of this. He's pitched a great game so far through 5, but definitely a trouble spot here in the 6th.
Yep. Caleb Booman now has a strikeout swinging in the 1st and then drew a walk in the 4th. Big left-handed bat, so a righty versus lefty, an ideal matchup for Sioux Falls Washington in this particular case. Takes a hard cut and swings through at 0-1. Just the air from the swing may have put that one fair.
I felt the breeze.
Yeah.
It's the strongest breeze we've had since the 3rd inning.
And the 0-1 from Cale Gary. Misses low and inside. It's a 1-1 count now to Booman.
Try to get you an update from Gary on the mound here.
Cale Gary delivers the 1-1. And it's a dribble over to Lucas Kamshoff. Gets the lead runner at second. Actually, not the lead runner, but the runner at second for the force out. And that'll put the runners at the corners for Sioux Falls Washington. They trail 3-0 here in the top of inning number 6. There's now 1 away, and that brings up Tommy Boyum, who lined out to left field back in the 2nd inning and has a strikeout looking to his name today.
It's going to be called a fielder's choice 6-4. It puts Booman on first, and it looks like Cruz is back in the courtesy run for him, as he did earlier in this game.
Striking the outside call against Boyum. That's 0-1.
That was the 67th pitch for Cale Gary in this one. So he's been very efficient with his pitching, but starting to get into a trouble spot here late. No movement in the Yankton bullpen, so still got confidence in Gary on the mound.
And the 0-1 now. And Gavin Johnson will throw down to second. And Lucas Kamshoff able to hold on to it and still apply the tag. And what a play for Yankton in the field. The runner is stranded at third. There's 2 away now in the top of the 6th. And Brayden, I always talk about the hot dog outreach program. And
we didn't even ask today.
And Dave Spencer has delivered. Good friend of KYNT. Uber Eats here at Riverside Field. Dave Spencer has delivered.
Been on the broadcast before. Dave Spencer worked on Yankton Bucks hockey earlier this spring, late winter, early spring. So,
Yankton Bucks hockey, and now the smell of hot dogs will fill the air. As a 1-1 count now.
He even brought us up ketchup and mustard. Didn't know what we wanted on him. Make sure. I think we got to bring those back down here soon. So we should.
He knows the assignment. It's a 1-1. And it swings through. It's a 1-2 count now.
Concession stand downstairs. Just, what happened to our ketchup? What?
Drew Lawrence comes up here for a post game. Was chowing down like, tell me about this game.
Tell me about this game, coach.
And the 1-2. Cale Gary sits to Gavin Johnson. Shades out to the right side. And that is a strikeout. Cale Gary delivers when they need him to the most. Tommy Boyum set down on strikes. And Yankton avoids having a run come across. They were in a little bit of a jam there. There was no runs earned, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. A great tag and throw from Gavin Johnson to Lucas Kamshoff over at second to get that second out of the inning. It was a great moment here tonight. Special thanks to our sportscaster partner, the Fox Stop. For all your daily convenience and fuel needs, make a stop at the Fox Stop And Buell's Cleaners. For rugs, uniforms, linens, and other cleaning services, go to Buell's in downtown Yankton. And Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first. And MT and RC Smith Insurance, an independent insurance agency offering you a variety of products for your individual, family, and business needs. We'll be back in 1 minute. This is Yankton Bucks Baseball, KYNT and KYNT TV.
Small businesses are neighbors serving neighbors. Passionate people who give our community character and personality. It's why at F&BO, we're passionate about helping you meet every moment at every stage of your business with guidance and solutions to help you take your business where you want it to go. Online and mobile banking, payments, lending, transfers and deposits, all made easy and more secure so you can do more. F&BO, big believers in small business. Member FDIC.
It's time to stop making excuses. The peace of mind you get after a colonoscopy is worth it. It's the best way to prevent and detect one of the deadliest cancers. In fact, your doctor can remove precancerous polyps during the procedure if necessary. That's right, before it even turns to cancer. No buts about it. Get a colonoscopy at 45 and follow up every 10 years or as recommended by your doctor. Find a location or schedule now at avera.org/colon.
Rejoin the action here. Yankton at bat in the bottom of inning number 6. And Samuel Goki sends a foul ball direction of Coach Drew Lawrence. Nice coach defensive play in the third base coaching box. And a ball now in the dirt. It's a 1-1 count. And the 1-1 misses, hits low. He swung through. I don't know what I was thinking. Samuel Goki now has a 1-2 count at the plate for Yankton. And Goki reaches for this one, and it will be a pop out to third. And that is how we begin the bottom half of inning number 6. That brings up Easton Nelson. Has a walk to his name and was hit by a pitch. And the first pitch of this at bat is sent foul. 0-1 count. And now the 0-1. In the dirt, opposite batter's box, 1-1 count now to Nelson. Caden Hughes will be on deck, followed by Gavin Johnson in the hole. And the delivery misses, low and away. So Barnhart now has a 2-1 count to Nelson at the plate. And from the stretch, he delivers. Nelson chopping down the third baseline. And fielding it is Bark, but Easton Nelson has an infield single. The hustle down the third base, or first baseline from Nelson. Credited with a single. And now it brings up Caden Hughes with a runner on first. Hughes struck out looking and has a sacrifice today.
Oh. On-air production meeting, Bryce. I was running the ketchup and mustard back down to the stand. Thank you again to Dave Spencer. Samuel Goki, what happened in his at-bat?
He popped out to third.
Appreciate you. It's for scorebook purposes.
Easton Nelson takes off for second, and now he has a stolen base as well. Easton Nelson showing the speed. Coming from that leadoff over at first. And the fourth run in the game is now on second base.
So Easton Nelson in this game has been on base 3 times. Once by hit by pitch, and once by a walk. He has 2 steals, and he hustled from first to third on a bunt. He's definitely shown the speed out there on the base pads.
Exactly. And a breaking ball hits on the outside. It's 0-2 count now to Caden Hughes.
And I kind of made a joke about it before we went to our break with Dave Spencer bringing the hot dogs. Thank you again. And the condiments up here. If the concession stand knew he took the ketchup and mustard, he's running the concession stand today. So, yeah, they were aware.
They're very well aware. And ball in the dirt and throw over. They get Caden Hughes. Was that a drop third strike, Brayden?
It was a drop third strike.
Yeah, okay.
And then Nelson advanced to third as well.
So Nelson advances to a third on the drop third strike. And that brings up Gavin Johnson, a single and a strikeout to his name in this game. Easton Nelson 90 feet from home.
Johnson didn't get the run himself earlier on, but Austin Goebel came in as a courtesy runner and was able to come around and score after Johnson's RBI single in the first. Excuse me, that was in the second.
1-0 count to Johnson, and foul ball down the third baseline. It's a 1-1 count. And I think we are going to have a reliever, the closer, so to speak, coming in, and I can't see with the number. Identify yourself.
Well, there's two players walking over.
It's going to be Owen with Sean, I believe, coming in to close this thing down for the Bucks.
It was with Sean, and I believe the other one was Boston Frick were over there. I didn't see which one was warming up, but if I remember, both of them have pitched this season. Sean has pitched more, but both of them have pitched. So,
well, Owen O'Shawn closed out the game in Brookings.
And judging from the stats, that looks like his role. 6 2/3.
I will bet a Josh Bolter dollar.
6 2/3, 10 strikeouts, 0 ERA, a 1.3 WHIP. It seems like that is Sean's role.
And the 3-1 is sent to the state line in Minnesota. Foul. Is that thing still going?
It ended up, I think, almost landing in the field of play at the softball field that's across the street over the third
Straighten it out,
line.
Johnson. And the payoff pitch. In the dirt, ball gets away from the catcher, and coming in to score is Easton Nelson. So heads up, aggressive base running from the Bucks.
And it looks like we're going to get a courtesy runner here for Johnson. It's Austin Goebel again, so more speed on the base paths. The base running is so important. Watching the game, you can tell how important it is. But if you just look at the stat sheet, the Bucks have 3 hits for their 4 runs, while Sioux Falls Washington has 6 hits and no runs, showing just how important getting guys home and that work on the base paths has been today for Yankton.
To Bestie. And I'll Goebel steals second. And I don't think Boobman really had a chance at that one.
Austin Goebel looking like the reincarnation of Joe Goki. Yeah, able to steal second base there. Joe Goki, is it high school Legion season leader for stolen bases in a single season under our stat keeping era?
Here's my answer to that. Yes.
You both?
I'm pretty sure.
Probably both.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, Joe Goki over 50 in one of those seasons. So, yeah.
And the 1-1 to Bestie. Bestie takes a ball high. It's a 2-1 count. And the 2-1. And they're going to try to get Austin Goebel. Ball goes into center field, and Goebel will take off for third. And he's going to take off for home. Man, he's fast. Go, Goebel goes from second base all the way home. And Yankton now leads 5-0.
I just heard a fan say, or maybe a Bucks player, yell "ka-chow" in shades of Lightning McQueen from the Cars movie. Whatever works for Austin Goebel. He was gone in a flash.
And the 2-1 thrown above the head of Bessie. It's a 3-1 count now. And pitch on the inside, and Bestie draws a walk. And that brings up Lucas Kamshoff.
Next up, the Bucks, shortstop number 11, Lucas Kamshoff.
So Kamshoff on the day, reached on an air, has drawn a walk, and is lined out to center field. Barnhart delivers, and runner goes, and Bessie has a stolen base. Shades of last year's team, Brayden, with runners getting on base for Yankton. Something that, to start the season may have been a little bit slower, right? But the aggressive base running that we see.
I'm currently counting the stolen bases, and this is barring if I've missed 1 or 2 this game. 3 this inning, 1 last inning, none in the third, 1 in the second, and then 3 in the first.
Kamshoff sends this one out to shallow right field, the midway of the right field to the warning track, and it is caught out there in right. And so an F9 in your scorebook. And so Yankton scores 2 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Yankton leads 5-0 after the 6th. There's your scoreboard update, and that is brought to you by Edward Jones, financial advisor Colby Cookta. To win in sports, you have to adapt your strategy as the game changes. The same is true of investments. Contact Colby Cookta, your Edward Jones financial advisor. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Back in 60 seconds, Yankton Bucks baseball, KYNT, KYNT TV.
So I switched my insurance to State Farm, and get this. I talked to an actual State Farm agent who lives in my actual town. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town gave me actual help with the coverage I needed. And get this. My actual agent in my actual town who gave me actual help actually knows my name. And get this. They actually say it's called service.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411.
Sports injuries can be the result of competitive activities, but can also happen by just participating in leisure activities too. If you're experiencing pain as the result of your chosen activity, consider chiropractic care. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. We have experienced chiropractors that work with sports injuries every day. Our treatment options are aimed to minimize pain, reduce recovery time, and reduce risk of future injuries. Visit First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
Kilgary on the mound. Cash Mott at the plate lines a single center field. Owen Washon made a play for it, but just out of his reach. And that is right as we rejoin the action here at the top of inning number 7.
You know, we talked about it coming in, or late last inning, that somebody was warming up in the bullpen. Owen Washon was, but now you increase your lead by a couple runs, 5-0. You don't really get chances to go complete games a lot. So Cale Gary getting to work out here into his potentially final inning of work.
And first pitch in there is a ball that is to Tommy Peterson. Now Gary checks the runner and delivers. And hopper over to Lucas Kamshoff at short, and a very Jeter-esque play and a throw from Lucas Kamshoff deep in the shortstop hole, threw off his back foot, still found an accurate way to get there to first base, but just not in time. He gets that out. That is his best defensive play of the year, and that's coming off of a Brookings performance, which I showed you that play. He is just really something special.
Yeah, he's been great out in the field playing shortstop today. I know at the next level at Mount Marty, Coach Tykros talked to him a lot about at third base at the hot corner. Shows you just how good of a defensive player he is. That left side of the infield usually takes a lot of defensive ability and obviously a lot of arm at the next level. So that's something to keep an eye on as he goes to the future.
0-1 count to Dylan Bark. And ball in the dirt. So now a 1-1 count.
Sioux Falls Washington's dugout is telling their first base runner to move a little more out there, saying nobody's holding him at first, which is fairly true. Feezer's playing off a little bit more traditional lineup for a first baseman as a fielder.
Where's he going to go?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, so, I feel like that's what Tommy is thinking here at first base is, where do you want me to go from there? Because they're holding the runner at second.
Yep. And ball now in the dirt. It is a 2-2 count.
That was the 78th pitch of the game for Cale Gary. I believe it's 81 is the cutoff for 4 days of rest. So we'll see if he finishes this batter here, if they pull him and try to get just 3 days off before his next game.
And it's a punch out looking as Dylan Bark is set down on strikes. Yankton 2 outs away from a 2-game sweep here at Riverside Field.
And that 81 pitch number, that would bring him in line to be able to pitch again on Saturday in that doubleheader with T, which is a crucial doubleheader against the Titans.
And this one is lifted out towards center field, and Tyler Barnhart flies out to center. Runners hold. So make that 1 out away from a big doubleheader sweep here.
It was pitch number 79 as well for Gary, sorry.
No, that's good. And then that brings up Tyler Pankinen. Grounded out to third, has a single, and was grounded out to the pitcher.
It's last chance saloon here for Washington.
Breaking ball misses high, 1-0 count. And the 1-0 call strike. It's a 1-1 count now. Pankinen trying to keep his team's hopes alive here. 1 out to work with.
And with that, that is 81 pitches, so that puts him at 4 days of rest necessary. But that keeps Calgary in line for a big week next week after that T doubleheader.
Pitch misses outside. It's a 2-1 count.
There's a lot of good arms for this Yankton team, too. So if Calgary's able to go the full way here, why not let him as there's a grounder?
Over to shortstop. Lucas Kamshoff underhands it. Gets the runner at second. Your final. Yankton takes game number 2, 5-0 on senior night here at Riverside Field. Yankton improves the record to 500 now. They're 8-8 on the season. Sioux Falls Washington drops to 1-17. And Yankton takes both of them in a much-needed doubleheader sweep at Riverside Field here in KYNT and KYNTV. Yankton Rexall postgame show around the corner. Don't go anywhere here on KYNT, as I said, and KYNTV.
Medicare coverage is not a one-size-fits-all coverage. Do you like to travel? Are you wanting to spend your winters down south? Or just spend some time with your grandkids? Make sure you choose a plan that fits your needs and will travel with you. Visit Julie at Missouri River Associates to review your upcoming Medicare or your current needs. That's Julie at Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MTRC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Are you concerned about macular degeneration and the impact it can have on your eyesight? Vision Care Associates is proud to offer new technology that can help diagnose and manage macular degeneration earlier and more effectively than before. With cutting-edge equipment and the expertise of Dr. Fieser, Dr. DeYoung, and Dr. Slowey, we're dedicated to providing you with the best possible care. Call today and see the difference.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
You feel awful. Stuffy nose, then runny nose. Sniffles too. You don't know what to take to make yourself feel better. At Yankton Rexall, when you feel under the weather, we want to help. But there are a lot of over-the-counter choices. Some may even interfere with daily medications you're taking. The Yankton Rexall staff is there to help you make the best choice for your health. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923.
Have you seen the new UTVs and ATVs on the lot at Lewis & Clark Ford? I'm Brandon Tykrow, and I'm excited to announce that Lewis & Clark Ford is now selling Massimo Motorsports products. We have on hand Massimo UTVs and ATVs with very affordable prices and financing available. Massimo comes standard with winches and touchscreens with the ability to add many more accessories. Stop at Lewis & Clark Ford and check them out, and look for boats coming soon. Lewis & Clark Ford, 4th and Capitol, Yankton.
Save big Wednesday through Tuesday at Hy-Vee. Just Bear chicken breast, just $3.77. That's right, just $3.77. Buy 2, get 1 free on select Coke products. Hy-Vee coffee, just $3.99. Dole chopped salad kits, just $2.99. Hy-Vee pasta, just 97 cents. And Jack's Pizza, 3 for only $10. Stock up and save Wednesday through Tuesday, only at Hy-Vee. Some restrictions apply.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't.
Welcome to the Yankton Rexall post-game show. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923. I am in the Fairfield Inn and Suites broadcast booth. Hot breakfast, large family rooms, and a great location can be found at Fairfield Inn and Suites in Yankton, 2607 Broadway Avenue, or by calling 605-653-2250. Time for our post-game coach interview. That is brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. Be joined by Coach Drew Lawrence. Coach, a big doubleheader sweep here, and even more importantly, on senior night, just has to really feel good for those seniors.
Yeah, it was a good couple of games. Glad for the seniors we were able to come out and win. Not giving up any runs is probably the most important thing, so we'll take that all day.
Start with game one. The Bats just really come alive. Obviously, it's a 10-0 game, multiple home runs, and you look at the stat sheet here, just a lot of people had hits, and just you really like to see that when some people are hitting, just have everyone follow suit.
Yeah, it started with the first inning. I think we scored 3 in the bottom of the first. When you can do that right away and set the tone, it pretty much changes the entire game. And it goes vice versa with that. Like if we've struggled to give up runs early, and then it's kind of demoralizing, and we get down. And so being able to do that in the first inning of that first game was huge, and then we were just able to keep adding on runs.
Old school offense from Evan Sirk, 2 sack flies, and just really is one of those guys at the plate that I'm assuming you can really just depend on to get the job done, even if it's just putting the ball in the outfield.
Yeah, and he did all those with 2 strikes. After the game, I told him he didn't have to wait until he had 2 strikes to do something cool. But he said he didn't like the pitches, and I said, well, it's good or I said that's okay because it's good to know that you're confident with 2 strikes. And that first ball he absolutely hammered, and it didn't get a base hit, but he got a sac fly out of it. So yeah, he had some big at bats that first game that kept it going.
Let's talk Mark Cottle. First, the defense behind him, but then also him on the mound. 5 innings pitched, just 2 hits earned or allowed, and 3 strikeouts. A really nice performance from Cottle.
Yeah, he did a good job, and him able to go out there and put up zeros and do it efficiently kept him at a number where he can probably pitch on Sunday now. So we're not going to throw him too much, but now he's able to because he only threw like 56 pitches, I think. So yeah, really good job by Mark.
All right, and then Trey Sager, a walk-off home run. This has to be a good feeling for the team. Any kind of walk-off is always special, but it's just a big shot over the left field wall.
Yeah, that was a good hit. He hammered that thing, and Lucas had one earlier, so it's always fun when you can get multiple home runs in a game. We didn't our dugout didn't react like they didn't know it was a 10-run game. I don't think they were paying attention too much.
Yeah, it's kind of like a slow move across the diamond.
But walk-off's a walk-off, I guess.
Yep, and let's start talking game 2 then. Cale Gary, a complete game. Same thing as Mark Cottle. Used to like to see him go out there, throw out zeros, and again, really great defense behind him as well.
Really good defense because there was a couple of jams there. Lucas Kamshoff had a couple of really good tags at second base that got us out of there, the first and thirds, and good throws by Gavin Johnson on those to get us out. And, we were very clean defensively the whole day. We haven't done that all year. Very clean, knew what we were going to do. The only thing I have marked in my notes is the top of the 5th inning. It was 3-0, and Bestie ran down a ball that would have been the leadoff hitter. He caught a ball in center that it was huge. I mean, you took a double away. It, kind of demoralizes the other team when you do something like that. And that's what we've been looking for. We've been looking for someone out there to just go catch a ball, go get a ball. And it's really fun. And, that's a big play, and I wanted to talk about that.
And you get runners on quite a few more in this doubleheader than usual, and that really gives a chance to emphasize the Yankton brand of baseball, which is aggressive base running. A lot of that. The first one that comes to mind is obviously Austin Goebel going from second all the way home. Just a streak of lightning, it seems, to go around that third base. But just talk a little bit more about that aggressive base running and just the green light these guys seem to have.
Yep. Almost all of them have green lights, and as long as they do, what we've been teaching them to do as far as, timing. But even if they don't, they're fast. And, we had a lot of stolen bases today. I don't think anyone got thrown out. And, we just kept running, and we'll keep doing that.
T doubleheader on Saturday, a big doubleheader, obviously, and I know you're probably not looking at the standings, but we are, of course. But it's just a big doubleheader. What can you tell me about, I'm assuming it's a very tough T team.
Yeah, so they jumped up to Class A baseball this year, and they've had some success. I haven't looked too much into their scores, but I know that they beat some teams that I was surprised because the teams are good, and so it should be a good matchup for us. I'm guessing it'll be a good games.
All right, Coach. That will do. Do you have a pitching plan for Saturday, or none that you want to put out yet?
I think we'll go with Goki, and then I'm not sure on game 2 because we got 2 more games on Sunday. But I know Samuel Goki will pitch a game on Saturday, and that's pretty much all I know.
Well, Coach, congratulations on a big doubleheader sweep, and thanks for joining us.
Hey, thank you.
All right, let's Coach Drew Lawrence. Take a break, come back, and continue here on the Yankton Rexall postgame show.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 root beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12-packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
Want to take the hassle out of servicing your heating or cooling system? Then sign up for the Kaiser Signature Membership Program. This is Chris Frick with Kaiser Heating and Cooling. Not only will you get peace of mind knowing your units are being serviced regularly, but being a Kaiser Signature member gives you priority service, a discount on parts and labor, and no overtime rates. Take comfort and let our qualified professional technicians keep you running.
Be the wiser and go with Kaiser. Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton.
Are you or a family member receiving Medicare calls asking if you've received your new Medicare card? This should be a red flag, as Medicare is not sending out new cards, and Medicare will not contact you to ask you about your card. If you have, or someone you know has received this type of call and they gave out their Medicare number, please contact the South Dakota Attorney General's Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986.
Is the open road calling your name? Explorers Credit Union is here to put you in the driver's seat of your next adventure with an exclusive auto loan offer. For a limited time, get 1% cash back and reduce your rate by 1% when you purchase or refinance your car with us. Imagine where you could go with extra cash in hand and lower monthly payments. Get pre-approved today and explore the road ahead with confidence. Learn more and apply at explorerscu.com today. All loans are subject to approval. See credit union for details.
At Triple Time Rudy's, not only do you get top-notch fuel to keep you on the move, but it's a destination for delicious local treats. You'll find quality South Dakota products like Dimmick cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. It's your community's pit stop for more than just fuel. Triple Time Rudy's supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, stop by Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
The mission of State Farm is to help people manage the risks of everyday life, recover from the unexpected, and realize their dreams. Hi, I'm Roy Wilcox with State Farm Insurance. We have been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, we're here to help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. Give me a call or stop by anytime.
Call Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance today, 665-7140. Find more at roywilcox.com.
All right, welcome back to the Yankton Rexall postgame show. I'm Bryce Ladwig. Let's jump into your stat recap brought to you by Mayor Signs. If it's time to review the look of your business signage, let Mayor Signs help. They offer all types of signs, including lit, non-lit, digital, and much more. Contact Mayor Signs today on 4th and Broadway in Yankton. All right, let's start with the pitching matchup. I'll just start with the scoring here. Yankton started scoring in the bottom of the second with 3 runs. They added 2 in the bottom of the 6th. No runs for Washington in game number 2. And Yankton had 2 hits. Washington had 8. And then Washington committed 2 errors. Yankton had nothing. Washington left 7 runners on base. Yankton left 6 on base. And the winning pitcher of the day was Cale Gary. He now has a 3-2 record on the season. Pitched 7 innings, 8 hits, no runs, and 1 walk and 4 Ks. And then the losing pitcher, Aiden Doyle for Sioux Falls, Washington, 4 innings pitched, 1 hit, 3 runs, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. And relieving him was Tyler Barnhart, 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, 2 runs, 1 earned, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout. And hitting-wise, we'll go for Yankton here. Tate Bestie, 1 for 1 with a run scored and an RBI. Lucas Kampshoff, 0 for 2. And Matthew Sheldon, 0 for 3. Owen Washawn, 0 for 3. And Easton Feezer, 0 for 3. Samuel Goki, 0 for 3. Easton Nelson, 1 for 1 with 2 runs scored. He was hit by a pitch and drew a walk. Caden Hughes 0 for 2. And Gavin Johnson 0 for 2 had a walk. 1 for 2. That should be 1 for 2. And also had a walk. So that is your stat recap, again, brought to you by Mayor Signs. Your defensive player of the game brought to you by Olson's Pest Technicians, your residential and commercial pest control solution. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS. Honorable mention, Lucas Kampshoff at short made some really great plays. But when you are a pitcher and you pitch a complete game, a shutout, it's going to go to you. It's Cale Gary, your defensive player of the game. Offensive player of the game brought to you by Hy-Vee. It was a helpful smile in every aisle. Wilford, that one's going to be Easton Nelson tonight. 1 for 1, 2 runs scored. Really was just on the base paths and just gave the team a chance to knock him in a couple times. And he is going to be your offensive player of the game. Your move of the game brought to you by Mason Strom and the Move Group. Buying or selling, move with Mason and the Move Group. It's going to be that tag from Lucas Kampshoff on the throw to second. And just the way he was able to angle his body and get that glove down. That's going to be our move of the game. Again, brought to you by Mason Strom and the Move Group. Buying or selling, move with Mason and the Move Group. Your story of the game brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Doors, specialized in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Door is your local authorized Clopay dealer. Well, it's the no runs surrendered. Yankton, great defense in the field, great pitching, and, of course, the offensive outburst. But the story of the game really is the pitching and defense for Yankton here tonight. Your scheduled preview brought to you by Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance. Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance has been helping customers get to a better state for over 100 years. No matter where you are in life, they will help you make the right play calls for your insurance coverage. As Roy Wilcox State Farm Insurance, T-Area on Tuesday. That will be a 10:30 a.m. pregame and 11 a.m. first pitch on KYNT and KYNT TV. Myself and Brayden Butler will be on the call. And really looking forward to, hopefully you can join us for that. Thanks to Grady Harrington, our KYNT studio producer, and to all of you for listening and watching on KYNT and KYNT TV, Yankton's home team and stream. For Brayden Butler, I'm Bryce Ladwig. Go Bucks and go enjoy the rest of your week. This has been Bucks Baseball on KYNT and KYNT TV.
This has been a presentation of Yankton High School Baseball on KYNT. The Yankton High School Baseball team would like to thank their team sponsor of Aztec. Aztec is offering a healthy sign-on bonus with great wages and benefits. Build your career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Click careers at aztecindustries.com. This has been Yankton Baseball.